40 your time. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
And Nick's still not here.
He said he's trying to catch a rabbit. He'd be here in a little bit.
That's a rabbit.
That's what he.
Weird way to say take a dump.
I don't know what he trying to say, man. That's white people problems, man.
Catching rabbits. He lives in LA. There's no rabbits out there.
West Coast.
Damn it, Nick.
What the hell's Nick doing up there?
I was like, yeah, I try to catch a cab out here.
He hates that Squidward thing so much.
Yeah, he used to get so mad.
I dare you start this podcast without me. I have to buy some more Street Fighter copies, you know?
Oh, he's trolling the shit out of me.
This man thinks he single-handedly made the Street Fighter 2 sell. I'm glad he bought 400,000 copies himself.
Yeah, helped the Switch, what, 4.7 million copies?
Exactly. It's all Nick, man. He bought them all.
It's all him.
It's just like the Pokemon, just catch them all.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm so happy that Sega Genesis thing is trash. That just warms my heart.
I see.
Yeah, I knew it lit you up like a Christmas tree.
Oh man, that's so funny.
I don't know if you're trying to make me mad, Alex. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
I don't need to make you mad. It's facts. It's trash.
Okay. Like I said, on the flip side, like you would be down to control. Well, no, they didn't make that. They didn't make that. I just know you.
They definitely did not make that Sega Genesis, because if they did, it would actually have quality.
Well, I'm pretty sure either company made it have quality.
Nah.
So you said the old Sega Genesis never had quality?
Yeah, it did not.
Did you actually own one back then?
My neighbor had one. I played it. It's not that good.
Oh, but you didn't have one.
Why would I? I already had a better console.
But you said that it was trash and you never owned one.
Yeah, I didn't own it. My neighbor had it.
Well, you sound like a rabid fanboy right now. You know that? you sound like crap gaming on how you feel about Sony. That's how you sound, man.
He loves Sony. He buys all their games. He buys the console.
Yeah.
Every exclusive, he's there buying it and making reviews for them somehow.
Yeah,
without beating the games.
I don't see how he has time to even play video games. He's gonna just sit there and damage control all day.
How do you have time for video games when you do like fucking 4 videos a day? Damage controlling stuff.
I wish I had that. I wish I had that time.
He's in like 8 podcasts a week or something.
Shit, I'd be shit if I could at least get one video out a day. That's good with me. I ain't got that kind of time no more.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, no, we are live. Just letting you know.
Okay.
No, I'm just waiting to get a few more people in here.
See, there you go. The old Sega Genesis was flimsy. They're saying it in the chat because it's true.
Okay.
They had, since they were new, they had to use that cheap second-rate plastic. They couldn't get the expensive stuff like that.
Oh my God, Alex. Okay.
The plastic was like, you know those Kinder Surprise, the plastic they used to contain the toy? That's what the Genesis is made out of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me eat a couple more chips. We get started.
Oh my God. So listen to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was fun, like, you know, checking out Nia's podcast earlier, or her stream and stuff, like on Splatoon.
Mm-hmm.
I might pick that up next week since I get paid.
I like the salmon run mode. That's fun.
I hadn't played that one yet.
Oh yeah, I watched a little bit of your live stream last night, Alex, on that. It looked pretty cool. I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, that mode's. I think that mode's more fun than the turf war. I just like.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I was joking around with that turf war. Man. It's like, yeah, it was like old episode of Gameland.
All right.
Yeah, claim your set. That's what Nia would say. Yeah, come on, claim your set.
I think the Splatfest is on right now, right? Or is that tomorrow?
I think it's tomorrow. I think. Something like that.
Actually, they changed the ink to red and white, so it looks like blood and jizz.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just for the Splatfest. Pretty fucked up.
All right, y'all about ready?
Yep.
All right. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Real Game 27 back again with another episode of Real Talk with the Real Gaming Podcast. Got a few interesting things to talk about tonight. Talk about, the Capcom situation. They've been in the news a lot, when it comes to Nintendo, when it comes to the Switch and all that. Talk about, late ports coming to the Switch. We're going to dabble in on that a little bit. Got, games like Ukulele, ROM, and other games. And, it's not coming out on time next to these other, the Xbox and PlayStation releases. And we're going to talk about that and why we feel that it's not coming out. Talk about maybe we might talk about a little bit about Microsoft. More controllers had came out. For God's sake, like how many new controllers we're gonna get? Like stuff like this is telling me that Microsoft don't care about first party games. They care about accessories because they get a lot of their money off of accessories, and it sucks and it's sad. I'm pissed off about it, and we still gotta wait on exclusives. So yeah, if you're an Xbox gamer, I just feel sorry for you, man. If we have time, maybe we could talk a little bit about some retro gaming and why it's so popular.
We should talk about
today.
how August is fucking stacked for games. This month is ridiculous. So many games coming out in August.
Well, if we have enough time, we could probably talk about that too. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the intros and talk about what kind of games we've been playing this past week. Start with you, Graham.
Yo, what's up? King Grimprachi. Game I've been playing. I'm playing Just Cause 3 because they gave that away free with Plus. I got it on Xbox, and it runs horrible on Xbox. But it doesn't glitch up like the PS4 version does, so it's kind of like a crappy game no matter where you look. Do you want a low frame rate or do you want a glitchy game? So, but that's what I've been playing, little Just Cause 3.
Oh, okay. So you said that's the game that's free on PlayStation this month?
Yeah, it's free on PlayStation.
Don't they have an what's the other one that's supposed to be free? Dang, something Dawn.
Assassin's Creed. Oh no, that was last month.
Okay.
Until Dawn is done now.
Oh well, I guess I missed that.
Assassin's Creed in it. Yeah.
I guess I missed out on that.
I missed out on it too. I totally forgot about it.
Damn, that sucks. Hey, but I did got the Bayonetta. I did download Bayonetta. That's free right now.
Yeah, I downloaded that on Xbox. I don't know if you would like this type of game, but they got that Slime Rancher for free. That's a fun game to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you like Minecraft and stuff like that, then you'll like that. If you don't like that type of stuff,
no. All right, let's go with you, Alex. What you been playing? All right,
what's up, people? ActivesiNGaming here, and I've been playing Splatoon 2 and Titanfall 2. And what else? I beat a game recently. Oh, I was playing Origami, and I think that's it. Yeah, 3 games.
Okay, 3 games. Okay. Nick. You know we love you, Nick. You know we love you, man.
Really? You know, fuck you. I want to tell you anything now.
We were just talking about. We were just talking about you, Nick. We were just talking about you. You get so mad, man.
Skip the gym for this shit.
He's in a bad mood. We got him.
All right, go ahead, Nick. We just messing with you, man. Hey, yeah, we do appreciate you, with the success of Street Fighter 2 on the Switch. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you for buying so many copies of Street Fighter.
Hey, start distributing them. Hey, now you're gonna get all the old games that would have went to PS4 anyway.
Go ahead, Nick.
So yeah, I haven't really been
playing anything solid. Just been like jumping back and forth between games, just messing around over in Breath of the Wild again, just to like look around because it's fun and shit like that. But yeah, haven't really done anything solid since I finished off Persona 5. Just taking a break before I get into anything more serious again.
Okay, that's all you've been playing.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with you, Dirty.
What's up, people? It's your boy Dirty. Haven't been gaming on too much. Just Splatoon 2, Xbox One. I've been playing the old school space shooters, Raiden 5, and I went back to the PlayStation 4 to play some old school Resogun. Man, I love those space shooters. Man, I can't get enough of them. Man.
Oh, okay, that's all you've been playing.
Yeah.
All right. Last and least, to go to you, Sinister.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your main man, Sinister. Basically, games I've been playing, of course, Bayonetta, which was free, and
nice.
of course, I got that Shadow Mordor Game of the Year. Of course, I got it for $4 because of that deal.
Nice.
Loving that.
Yeah.
That game was awesome.
Yeah, and of course, I played a little bit of arcade on the arcade emulator and stuff like that. Since we were going to talk about retro stuff later on, so that's all I've been playing.
Okay, so you've been playing?
Yep.
Okay, I guess the games I've been playing this week, put a few hours into Splatoon 2. That game is very addicting, and I didn't try the salmon run yet. I know a lot of people love it. I just hadn't had time to get to it because of my work schedule and all that. I almost didn't do this podcast tonight. I was just so damn tired. Well, at least I took a nap, so I should be all right. So I guess the games I've been playing is Mass Effect. I need to hurry up and finish that. Like I'm just like I'm bouncing between consoles and everything, and I might just give my Xbox some love these next couple of weeks because there's just so many games on there. I need to just go ahead and play and finish like the Mass Effect series 1, 2, and 3. I need to go ahead and finish them. Shadow Mordor, I need to go and finish that. Bayonetta, I just downloaded that. So it's a whole bunch of games I have on there, in which I do need to play and finish. Well, I guess when it comes to the 360 games that's on there, it's a lot of I want to play. Still need new games too, so we gotta talk about that too. So I guess on the I played a little Mario Kart, not much, just a little bit of that. Played a little bit of was it Gun Vote? Played a little bit of that. I'm almost finished with that. I need to go ahead and finish that. And I think that might be it. So just a little bit here, a little bit there. Just been working my ass off and still trying to get used to these damn hours I'm working. It's still killing me. So I guess that's it. So I guess okay, let's talk about Capcom first. They've been in the news a lot. Me and OJ, we had a small discussion yesterday. It was a small mini. I won't say if it was a mini. It was a debate. We disagreed on a little bit, but it wasn't that debate that y'all expected. Y'all wanted some.
I came there for yelling,
and screaming, and
I showed up.
No, honestly, like I told him, I told him that it was starting to get a little bit personal because just others, throwing major shots at each other, and we got my subscribers and his subscribers getting in the middle of it, telling me, okay, this is getting out of hand. So I was like, you know what, y'all right. So we both personally messaged each other, and we basically just squashed it. And I told him that I don't mind going on your podcast, whatever. We just got to be gentlemen, just be man about it, be a man. So yeah, that's why we squashed it, and we just basically had a discussion, and it was
like you know how to be a man.
Shut up. Okay, so yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool, and we set up. Oh, okay. Now you go ahead and put that in the chat. God damn it, Alex. Okay, so yeah, it was cool. So we talked a little bit about Capcom, and he had his reason, I had my reason. I kind of understand where he's coming from, but I still kind of disagree in a little bit. So we're gonna talk about that. Shit, what the hell you want to start? There's just so much Capcom and Nintendo right now. So I guess the most recent news is that Capcom once again saying that the Switch support is going to they're going to evaluate the sales of Monster Hunter Double Cross that's coming out for the Switch. I think it's either this month, next month. It might be this month, but that's just in Japan only. We don't know if they're going to localize it in the States and Europe. We don't know. But it's Monster Hunter. It's and Monster Hunter games usually sell well in Japan, and plus it's on Nintendo handheld, and it's very popular out there. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna do well. But it's just the principle of them saying stuff like that. It just boggles my mind. And You know, there was a similar deal with Capcom saying something like that like a couple months ago, talking about their support for the Switch is going to determine the sales of Street Fighter, and Capcom came out and said that that wasn't true. But it's like they just been in the news a lot lately, and of course you got the whole X-Men thing. You talking about you probably don't remember X-Men, you know, because the whole entire Marvel vs. Capcom. Yeah, so we got that, and you know, like it's another thing. Like we could have spent this whole entire podcast talking about Capcom, and you got another thing. Like I know that Nintendo was being very selective about the dev kits and all that early on, even though we knew about the NX like 2 years ago. Like a lot of people didn't have the dev kits, but Capcom has been working closely with Nintendo for a while, so you would think that they had a dev kit like at the early stage, and they said that they got the Resident Evil 7 running on the Switch, in which got people thinking that we was gonna get a Resident Evil 7 game, you know, and just looking at the fact that the Ultra Street Fighter 2 for the Switch sold so well, you know, and all of a sudden Capcom like a day or two later talking about they got games you know, coming for the Switch, and boom, we got Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2. And you know, some people said they was already playing, you know, months ago. Some people said no. It's just kind of strange on how they saying this after they just announced the sales of Ultra Street Fighter 2. And people want to know, okay, that's fine. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Like, it's cheap. It's $20 each, and all DLC comes. That's not bad. I like that. I like that. But the problem with that is, are you gonna give us new games? All that money that you made, all that money that Capcom made from the Ultra Street Fighter 2 for the Switch, we know they made a lot of money because it didn't take them much to make that game. Matter of fact, they're using the MT Framework engine, the same engine they used for Resident Evil Revelations, meaning that they didn't really put no effort into it. So where is all this money going? So like, is it going on games for funding games for PlayStation and Xbox? Because there is a new Monster Hunter game that's coming out for Xbox and PlayStation, Monster Hunter Worlds, and there is no announcement for the Switch. So people thinking that they just using these Switch to their advantage just to get a quick buck, because let's just be real. The last time the Nintendo console got a new Resident Evil game was the GameCube. That's the Nintendo Wii had a bunch of Resident Evil games. I'm not talking about the spin-off games. Yeah, they had 2 spin-off games. You got the Dark Side Chronicles and the Umbrella Chronicles. Yeah, those are spin-off games. And they got a bunch of ports like Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 4. Yeah, they got a bunch of spin-offs. But they did not get Resident Evil 5. They did not get Resident Evil 6. Those were the games, the new Resident Evil games that came out during that generation. So, like, you know, it's just a lot with Capcom. Like, what are we going to start at? Like, who want to go first? All right, let's start with you, Grim. What do you think about this Capcom situation in the Switch? Do you think they support them fairly?
I mean, Capcom, they've been doing a lot of ports for everybody, so I don't really think that they're doing anything different with Nintendo. I remember with the Wii U, they weren't there that much. What did they do? Put Monster Hunter 3 on there, and they put Revelations 1 on there. I don't remember too much of nothing else. Maybe they're cautious with the Nintendo home console. I don't know, but I do know Capcom's been doing a lot of ports. I think that the big games we saw, if we were, you know, in these offices, we probably wouldn't, you know, I'm guessing they got funding from, like, you know, maybe Sony or somebody to help them with those. But the games that they're pushing out by themselves, it just seemed like they just been porting stuff all day. So they may just maybe they can't afford to do nothing really new without someone giving them money. And you know, Nintendo ain't gonna give them no money. So I mean, you might just get ports on the Switch, which wouldn't be, you know, to me wouldn't really be that bad. You know, some of my favorite Capcom games like Dead Rising, it would be cool to play Dead Rising anywhere I want to. You know, Dead Rising 1, 2, and whatever. So I don't know with Capcom and the ports. I just know they do it everywhere, and you know, I don't really think they got no money like that to make no new game. So if they make a new game, I don't think it's gonna be extravagant. It's gonna be like, you know, like how they do Ultra Street Fighter 2, which, I mean, you can say that's new, but I don't know. Capcom.
Well, the Hadouken mode is new. Everything else is not.
yeah. Hadouken mode is new. I think they put some new characters in there or something that weren't there before. So
Evil Ryu and Violent Ken or something.
That's the only 2 characters they put in there.
They added titles and avatars too. They didn't have that in the original version of that version of the game.
Exciting. That was probably why it was $40 for those titles.
Yeah, I know they put
color editing mode. Yeah.
Color edited mode. I know Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 coming over. Well, at least Revelation 2, that never came to a Nintendo system, so this would be like the first time you get that. All DLC. And the only I don't know if we brought this up. The only reason I think they got delayed, because just recently they announced that I think the third-party developers can now get access to the bigger cartridge storages. Those games ain't that big anyway by themselves. I don't know what all the DLC. I have Revelation 2 with all the DLC. I don't know how big that is. Probably around close to 30 gigs or something. So maybe that's why those things are getting pushed back.
I was reading, if you buy the bundle pack, the first game is on cartridge, and the second one you have to download the game.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, I don't know then. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe it's taking a while to port those versions over. I don't know.
So that's all you got.
That's all I gotta say with Capcom and the ports.
And the ports. Okay. What about you, Alex?
I'm like, Capcom does a lot of ports. Yes, obviously they've been doing that since last gen. They lost a lot of money last gen, but they were one of the first developers to have a developer kit. They supposedly helped with the Switch. They're the ones that said they convinced Nintendo to put 4 gigs of RAM in it. So obviously they knew about the Switch early, and they had input on it, and they had developer kits. So I don't understand why they didn't have anything ready. Like, even Konami had a new game ready with Bomberman, and while that game might not be amazing, but it was a new game, and that's Konami. Capcom's like across the street from Nintendo, and they had access to the Switch. Like, why didn't they have stuff ready? Then they took a couple months to bring out that Street Fighter game, which is an old port, and now they're testing waters with a 3DS port with Monster Hunter, which they're only bringing in Japan, strangely. And then now they're announcing Resident Evil, which we all knew Resident Evil at some point was going to come, because that's their bread and butter franchise. But like, I think they can do more. I think they should have had more ready because of their early access to it and their input on it. I just don't find it acceptable, the amount of games they've released so far, or at least what they've said is coming so far. Because like, who knows what else is in the pipeline? But like, what has been released and what we know is coming, it's not good enough. An old, a super Street Fighter game from like 20 years ago, a 3DS port, and Revelations, which was on the Wii U, and then Revelations 2. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not impressed. Like, I feel they could do better. And then stuff like skipping Mega Man Legends on the Switch, which makes no sense. Like, if you're gonna port Revelations 2 and 1, you can't tell me that's harder to port than. Like, you can't tell me that's easier to port over than the Mega Man collection. Like, come on. It's just stuff like that that drives me crazy about Capcom. And, of course, with Monster Hunter Worlds, that's a different story because that game's been in development for years, so maybe that'll come out later. But, like, all we're getting is a fucking 3DS port. So, I don't know. I just feel like they could do more.
That's all you got on that?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not impressed with Capcom. I think they're doing a pretty poor job of supporting the Switch. And this whole testing the waters thing is a crock of shit, because they already saw how well Street Fighter 2 sold, and obviously Monster Hunter is going to sell. It always sells. So what are you still testing the waters for?
I don't know. It's just they saying the wrong things. It just piss off the Nintendo fans. Like, people have been saying that Nintendo fans don't buy third-party games. Then there you go. There's a perfect example. And, you know, we didn't mention this. Ultra Street Fighter 2, it stood out for the month of May because there really wasn't no games that came out. If you want, you know, of course, you got Disguise of Files. You know, not too many people play that. And you got.
I don't think anybody really got Disguise.
That's what I'm saying.
Other than Nick.
And you got Minecraft, in which that's a casual game in which you can play on your cell phone. So yeah, you can expect Minecraft can be everywhere. You know, but, you know, for the month of May, you know, for the hardcore gamers, like Ultra Street Fighter, it stood out, and that's why it sold so well. I didn't expect it to. Well, technically, I expected to be decent sales, but not that much. So that's a lot. Especially,
that was a lot.
That's a lot. I did not expect that.
That was like in what, 2 weeks or something? It sold that much.
And I expect it, for them to sell about 500,000 copies this fast. I expect a $20 price tag, in which that's what this game should have been, $20. But $40 and 500,000 people, Jesus Christ! So where is all this money going? Or are they funded that on projects on Sony and Microsoft? Because there's something that's fishy going on. And like we said a while ago, they was probably one of the first.
They have to use the successful games to make up for the failures, like Street Fighter V and Dead Rising 4, which were both failures.
Yeah, and at this rate, this game going to outsell Street Fighter V at this pace. So yeah, like.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, like it's like this. So the Ultra Street Fighter 2, that's out. That's out. Like we even already proved that we bought this. Well, I didn't buy it. Well, majority of y'all bought. That's the thing
that annoys me because they keep saying they want to test the waters, but like then you look at how they support Xbox with no hesitation. They gave them an exclusive with Dead Rising 4, and it fucking bombed. It still to this day has not sold 1 million.
That's because Microsoft is funding them. Why do you think they get?
Well, we don't know that though. We don't know that Phil Spencer's handing them a check. But either way, like the Xbox and the PlayStation get Capcom games no matter what. Like it just is what it is. But like Nintendo, the fans have to prove themselves, and that shit is just so wild to me. Like they've already showed you they're gonna buy your games.
Well. When it comes to Japanese games and Xbox, Microsoft, like I think that Microsoft is funding these games because just be real, like Xbox guys don't buy Japanese games, and also they get more Japanese games than Nintendo. Well, that too. You know, like I say, man, I think that Microsoft got some going on, got some deals going on with a lot of these Japanese studios because these games they bomb. And what's the point? Keep supporting a system, and your games is not going to sell. You know, in that case, then okay, why they support an Xbox and the games on Nintendo will sell better? You know, like Monster Hunter Worlds. Like, why the hell that the Xbox is getting a Monster Hunter Worlds? Why the hell Xbox is getting Kingdom Hearts 3? What's going on with that? Like they got Final Fantasy 15. Like, what's going on with that? Nobody bought that on Xbox. So
yeah, like you thought Final Fantasy was a bomb. Wait till you see Kingdom Hearts, because Xbox has never had a Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah, and plus
they've had Final Fantasy games before, and it's still a bomb. Like Kingdom Hearts is going to be an absolute fucking. It's going to be a mega bomb. It's going to be
it's too cartoony. That's what they're going to say.
Can I give an idea to why they probably go to Xbox? With the PS4 and the Xbox One being very similar, I think what it is that they're banking that the PS4 version makes them their money
enough to cover the cost.
Yeah, and what it is like the Xbox version, the little people that will buy that there, it's probably like extra money or whatever. Because I don't think the development for between PS4 and Xbox One, the porting is that.
Xbox is very lucky that it's so similar to PlayStation.
Yeah, I think that's why it's like that.
That was the whole point of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox. They wanted to be similar to port to.
Yeah, and plus they got about they got about like the same architecture.
It was just Capcom that wanted that. Like all of them.
Everybody did, yeah, because like porting between the PS3 and the 360 was such a fucking nightmare because they were so completely different.
I think that over time, like the Switch is going to eventually get all these games. Like it wouldn't surprise me if they get a Final Fantasy 15. It wouldn't surprise me because just look at the sales. Like they did not approve like Street Fighter.
I would think Kingdom Hearts, since that's Unreal Engine. I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Okay, yeah. I will say Kingdom Hearts will probably have a better shot to come to the Switch because it was already on the 3DS. So yes, I understand that. But as far as just the Switch itself is what's going to sell a lot of these games. Like just Japan, for instance, like people love the Switch in Japan. That thing is selling like crazy. They finally got that. I won't say finally got it. Well, they actually got a lot of shipments in Japan right now. So it's like 2 weeks in a row. They sold pretty much down there 100,000 2 weeks in a row. So basically, if they can get those type of game, Monster Hunters and Kingdom Hearts and all these Japanese RPGs, Dragon Quest, that's coming later on this year. I'm pretty sure it's going to sell a lot of consoles because Japanese love their handhelds and they love those type of games. And plus it's in HDs. Like it's going to do really well, and that's why I'm saying that like the portability factor of this console makes sense for these developers to go ahead and port over these games that a lot of these Nintendo fans been wanting for a while. That's basically all I gotta say. Oh, let's get to
we're gonna get a lot of last gen ports on the Switch.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen.
It's cheaper to port them over, and it's gonna be first time they're portable, and you won't have to worry about the power level of the Switch. So like it makes a lot of sense to do that.
I had no issue with that. Just give us new games too, man. Because if you just put a bunch of ports in there, I feel that it just laziness. Kind of like with Capcom, they always been known to port just everything. Just show some love, man. That's all I want. Let's get to Nick, man.
If they announce Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Switch, I'll be there day one.
Yeah, me too.
That's why Nintendo has to kiss Rockstar's ass for that to happen.
All right, let's go.
Oh man, Take-Two loves the Switch. They said they have a lot of faith in it.
All right. Go ahead, Nick. We've been going on too long.
Well, I for one figure if they're gonna port all these old games, I want to take advantage of this, and I got a couple of requests. So I'm saying there's a few games if you want to bring over, I'd be more than happy to buy from you, Capcom, if you bring over. One I already mentioned a couple days ago in the video was Marvel's Capcom 2, which they're probably not gonna be able to do that because of rights issue or that. But like I think that'd be one. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, that'd be another good one to bring over. Like Capcom, you listening here? Street Fighter 4, I think would also be a good one. Y'all can keep Street Fighter 5 on the PS4. I don't want that trash on the Switch. Same thing with Marvel Capcom Infinite. You can keep that shit off of there. Nobody wants. I don't want it. Keep that shit off of there. I'm just saying. So there's a couple of games, maybe like the Alpha Anthology. That's going back a bit, but hey, that's a good idea too. So I'm just saying, like we could take advantage of this. I think it's kind of weird that they're saying, there's all these companies said they can get their games run on the Switch. It seems not to have any plans of bringing the game to the Switch to begin with. It's like, yeah, I could do it. It just doesn't mean you get it. Some shit like that. I don't know. So that's weird. But yeah, I mean, this is the thing that Capcom does is that they really just port a lot of their old games. I mean, they're doing the same thing on the PS4 and the Xbox One, so. At least, hey, they considered a Nintendo console this time. I don't know if there's anybody still. I'm thinking, like, if there's people who haven't played these games by now, though, they're probably not going to. Mm-hmm. You had plenty of opportunity to play the Revelations game on PS3, and Revelation 2 on PS3 and Xbox 360 was also on PS4.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these games have been on everything. Like you have to be like a Nintendo only person to have never played these games.
Like, and even then, they probably had no interest in games because they would have went out and bought the system they needed to play it on.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you could be a new gamer. The Switch could be your very first console ever. So that would be a reason.
I mean, there could be that. That's what they're gonna have to hope for, because everybody else who probably want to play his games by now have already played them. I played them. So it's like, yeah, they're on the Switch now. Yay! Could have been on the Wii U in the first place, maybe, and I would have played them there. But no, you had to wait.
Revelations 1 is a good game, but I didn't like Revelations 2.
Yeah, they fucked up when they made it episodic. That was crazy.
So, yeah, it's hit and miss. I mean, the only real new game they're coming out with lately is the Marvel's Capcom Infinite. And don't tell me that game can't run on the.
That's nowhere to be seen.
On the Switch. We've all seen what it looks like. It looks like it could have been a Switch game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played it. I'm like, yeah, there's no reason this game couldn't be on the Switch. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. That whole, like Alex said, I kind of agree there. Like, Capcom is pretty much bombing on Xbox 3, Xbox One, and they're still like, but we need to test the waters for it. Oh, you're full of shit. So yeah, no, he's right. I mean, seriously, it's like, how are they going to sit there and completely bomb on the fucking Xbox One and be like, well, we're not sure about the Switch. I guess they can only afford to fail on one console, and they chose Xbox. So
I guess.
So that's the only thing I can think of for that.
Oh, ice cream.
Still don't know why they're not doing it. I mean, even if they're not doing the Marvel's Capcom thing, that they didn't do that Disney Afternoon game, they couldn't port that.
Was that Capcom too?
Yeah.
That is Capcom.
Like all those games. Like,
I thought that was somebody else.
Yeah, nope. That's Capcom. That's Capcom.
No, it's Capcom. The Rescue Rangers. What's
Darkwing
DuckTales. Yeah, the whole Disney Afternoon. Yeah, it's Capcom.
Yeah, like all these games, they're all by Capcom, and they put them all together on one compilation. But I don't think anybody bought those on the other systems anyway, so I haven't heard too much about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so. I don't know. Capcom, I want to like them. I'm always holding out hope that they're going to do something good. and they tease me, and then they come out with their product. I'm like, damn it, Capcom, why do you keep doing this to me? Like they build me up and then they just like knock my ass back down as soon as they can. It's like, really?
Like, why is it so hard for them to just make something new?
I don't know.
Even EA looking at Capcom going, Jesus Christ, guys.
Huh?
So even EA's looking at Capcom going, Jesus Christ, guys.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, say what you want about EA, but EA makes several new games, all constantly making new games. They don't even make remasters.
I mean, heck, look at Activision. They only pull out like Call of Duty games and see it, but they got more money than Capcom.
Activision said they want to do remasters now because of Crash Bandicoot selling so well.
No.
Now
This guy really still saying Microsoft saying prayer for Nintendo. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot more new ports because all these older games are selling extremely well, like Ratchet and Clank.
Like I said, if Capcom's porting games, I got some suggestions.
A lot of choices, but they only do a couple.
So we'll see. Why don't you get a compilation of Marvel's Capcom 1 and 2 in there? I'd buy that shit.
No, I want Dino Crisis or Resident Evil 2. That's what I want.
The first two Dino Crisis, yeah.
That's going way back.
Oh, they can bring like all the fucking Devil May Cry games for the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all four of them. Yeah.
Except DMC.
Even DMC.
Fuck DMC.
You don't like that game? I thought that game's good.
No, I like the smart ass Dante, not this whiny version.
I think it would have been alright if they didn't try to pass it off as Devil May Cry game.
I guess. Yeah, I thought the game itself is fun, but I don't like the character.
Okay, so you got on there, Nick?
Yeah.
All right, let's go with you, Dirty.
I would like for Capcom would announce Resident Evil 7, then the Revelations, but I never played the Revelations 2. I brought the one on the 3DS when it came out. Thought it was an awesome game. But I mean, I'll still pick this up, but I would rather have Revelations 1 and 2 than the Mega Man collection. Like I got a bunch of Mega Man collections for my older consoles. For the 3DS, I can go back to and play all those old Mega Man.
Yeah,
That collection is a rip-off either way you look at it, though. No matter what system it goes on.
Yeah, but the sad part is the collection is still cheaper than the way Nintendo does it. Because remember, the first collection skipped them too, but like if you bought each game on the eShop separately, it was more expensive than the collection.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, they put the first collection on the 3DS.
But not the Wii U.
Yeah, not the Wii U though. Which makes it weird they didn't put this one on the 3DS.
That's so strange. And like the first Revelation sold the best on 3DS.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it did.
Revelatians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So strange.
But yeah, I would rather have Revelations 1 and 2, and nothing against Mega Man, but I have Mega Man collections on other old consoles, 3DS. That Saturday morning Capcom with Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, that's cool, but I still rather have the Resident Evil Revelation 1 and 2. Those can come down the pipeline. The only reason I think why the Street Fighter did so well for the Switch is because, one, the Switch doesn't have a main fighting game. Yeah, they got fighting games from Neo Geo in the eShop, but they're not online. So
they have ARMS now, but at that time they didn't.
Right, since this was the only fighting game that was online, everybody flocked to it because there was nothing else online of a fighting game. And I think other games would do well if they would just bring the games over, because there's no shooter for the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
If would just bring a shooter smart, the game will sell. I'm telling you.
It'd be really funny. They bring that Alavi guy onto a Nintendo Direct, and Reggie's holding that dude by the neck. He's like, "I'm bringing Titanfall 2."
Oh damn, that's funny.
Yeah, but I mean, with Capcom, that's all they giving us. They giving everybody ports. Hopefully, if Revelation 1 and 2 does well on the Switch, then the next one we can actually get, Resident Evil 7. That would be cool. Hopefully down the line we can get that Monster Hunter Infinite, whatever the hell it's called. It does look like a nice game, and yeah, it can run on the Switch.
That game looks awesome.
Yeah, they're great in portables.
Yeah, I mean, even if they say, well, it can't run on the Switch, you can scale the game down. Hell, they went to scale down motherfucking pricing on the original Wii, so you can scale down.
It can be scaled down. Like they even Rise of the Tomb Raider, they got that shit to work on the 360. So get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I want to know what Capcom. I want to know what number they was thinking, because they said it exceeded their expectations. So what number was they thinking?
I bet you they were thinking 100,000.
I was thinking negatively. It's like, but that.
Because that's an old ass game. Like they probably didn't need very much at all to break even.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just Capcom just bringing a lot of,
I think we're gonna get a lot more of these like quick ports for like quick cash for them because they're so fucking broke. But like whatever works, I guess. But I would like to see some new games.
So well, Nintendo fans, we did it with the Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? We done got it, up to a $500,000, probably going even further. Now do the same thing with Revelation and do the same thing with EA, because EA got a lot of games that's coming out, and the only game they have for us is FIFA. Now, if FIFA does well, you best believe they're going to bring NBA Live 18, they're going to bring Madden, and they will bring some other games. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, testing the waters, just like the Ultra Street Fighter was.
Yep.
Right.
Why the hell?
Oh yeah, EA said as much. They said they're waiting. They have to wait for the install base, but like they want to see how FIFA does. Definitely.
Yeah, and I got a feeling it ain't gonna. It probably do well international, yeah, but here in the States, it ain't gonna do well.
They shot themselves in the foot when they made it an inferior version. Like if you look at 2K, 2K is not giving you an inferior version. Like you're getting the same wrestling game, you're getting the same basketball game.
Like with this Capcom situation, like, okay, these sales that was at that's from May to like June, I believe. So yeah, the sales didn't count in July, I believe. So that's a whole full month, and that's basically they sold about down there 500,000 copies of Street Fighter 2. Like over a month ago, so it could possibly be around 600,000, maybe 700,000 copies. But let's just say they sold 500 copies, from May to the end of June. So basically, 500,000 times 40 is $20 million. How much do y'all think it costs to make that game? It don't cost no $20 million.
$100 million, clearly $100 million. It was cheaper than that.
It doesn't cost $20 million to make this game. Obviously, they got their money back plus a lot of money. They use the same engine from the Street Fighter 2 HD remix from the PS3 and the Xbox 360, and that was just a digital only, and it was a lot cheaper. I think about $15 to $20. And so yeah, basically, I think it maybe take.
Hell, that was $15, and they charged us $40 because of the Hadouken mode.
I don't know. It's just dumb as hell. But honestly, I think it take maybe $2 to $5 million to do this game. Maybe less than that. They got their money back. They're gonna want to profit a lot more than what they're getting right now. So we want to know what.
They probably made more from this game than they made from Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, probably so. So, when it's all said and done, I think they will, because they still supporting it right now. Matter of fact, if y'all think about it, I think the reason why third-party games are gonna do a lot better on Nintendo consoles this time, because not only Nintendo is advertising on TV and stuff, they advertise everything on their YouTube channel. They didn't do that with the Wii U. They didn't advertise no third-party games. Like Nintendo is letting their fans know, they let them be aware that, hey man, they got this wrestling game coming. Hey, they got this NBA 2K. Like it's like every game that's come to Switch, it's on their YouTube channel.
I wish like Nintendo would do a direct just for third party games.
I doubt it.
That would be really nice.
But they might do the direct for the Mario Rabbids, even though it's a.
Well, like they could use that as the headliner game and then show a bunch of other third party games.
So
that's smart of Nintendo to do.
Because like, what's the harm in showing off the games that are coming to your console? Like, I never understood that. They barely talked about third parties on their console.
That's true.
Sony and Microsoft.
Yeah.
It's
Go ahead.
pretty much been their equivalent,
Yeah.
like a third party, but still.
Go ahead, Dirty. I mean, cut you off. Go ahead, man.
Oh, nah, man. That's shit. That's about it, man. Like I said, man. Nintendo fans, fanboys, or the hell y'all is, man. Go and buy Revelations 1 and 2. I know I am because I didn't get a chance to play Revelations 2, so that's definitely on my radar to pick up day one. You know what I'm saying? You got to prove to these third parties now, man. It's like these third parties is that they're not going to bring majority of these games over unless we show them that we're going to buy them. Because you got to look at the Wii U. Nobody was buying shit for the Wii U.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when we was telling people to support third party, I was like, I don't want to buy this. I don't want to buy that. I only buy Nintendo for first party games. And you know what? For me hearing that, guess what? Developers hear the same shit. So why would you be mad at them because they won't bring the shit over? You got to show them that, hey, man, we're going to buy your games. You know what I'm saying? We want those same games that Sony and Microsoft have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell, it's expensive, man, for me to buy fucking 3 damn consoles.
Yeah.
I just want one console that can get.
Like we didn't really touch on this, but like the Resident Evil games, they're actually only $20, which is a good deal.
Yeah, that is a good deal.
$20, and it's actually upscale. Well, not upscale, but redone in 1080p, and they fixed frame rate issues. So like they've actually done work on it. It's not a straight port. So like I think it's worth getting, especially if you've never played Revelations.
Yeah.
It's worth getting because they put the effort in, and it's only $20 versus something like Rayman Legends, which is $40. I don't think that's.
I think the reason why it's still $40 because it keeps its value. Because if you look on Xbox and PS4, they still cost $35 to $40. They did not really go down the price.
Rayman Legends?
Yeah, I don't know why, but it's still like the same price, about $30-$40 pre-owned. I'm just being real. Like Rayman Legends, it's a good game. That's like arguably the best Rayman game today. Like I actually enjoyed Rayman Legends. It's a really good game.
I don't know about in America, but in Canada, Rayman Legends on Xbox One is $13.
Oh really? Last time I went to GameStop.
The Wii U version is $26. PS4 version is $30. But Xbox is $14. I guess it sold really bad on Xbox.
Oh really? But I guess well, from the other day when I went to GameStop, it was like about $30-$35. And the game's like about 3-4 years old, so you would think it would be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, that came out what, 2013?
Yeah. Maybe they try to be like Nintendo and keep their keep that price.
The good thing about Ubisoft is there's no point buying their games new because like their games go down in price in like 2 months.
Yeah,
exactly.
I never buy Ubisoft games new anymore because like they're always like half price 2 months later. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then too many microtransactions too, man. Because like Ubisoft a few weeks ago saying they plan on getting more money. They gonna release less games for this year, but they expect more money on their next what's that? Your quarterly? What's that? The fiscal year? Yeah, the next fiscal year they expect more money. They're gonna release less games. So that tells you they got the microtransactions everybody's ass. So
very unfortunate. That's the future, man. That's what they're doing. Like Microsoft said, they're gonna do the same thing with their IPs. They want to focus on like microtransactions, and like that sucks.
Okay, let's move on. We're
playing $60 and then we get microtransactions like cell phone.
Yeah. You talking about
let's move on. Oh, whatever. Hey, Alex, he's not playing devil's advocate like you be doing. So I say Alex is not playing devil's advocate like Grandpachi be doing. He's trying to throw a shot. He's trying to throw a shot at us. All right, let's go with you, Sinister. What do you think, man? We still need to get to you. Your thoughts about Capcom and the Switch support.
I mean, heck, I mean, that's pretty much the only route they're taking is the port route because I know it's harder for them to put out something like new other than like Monster Hunter, but pretty much like I guess they had that negative mindset. Figured like Ultra Street Fighter was gonna not sell well on the Switch, but then. After they saw the sales number, I'm sure their eyes lit up like a Christmas tree. Seeing stuff like that, I mean, plus, bring back some of their old IPs. For those who never played them before, it benefit them. Plus, playing it on the go, that'd be great. But everything else, it's just like, it's blase blah. It's like, come on, man. It's like you really want something new, or at least bring like your franchise, like Devil May Cry, like bring like all 1 through 4 over, so we can play those on the go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pretty much like Street Fighter and Resident Evil. Those have been their cash cows. I mean, stuff like that. And Monster Hunter's done great on portable stuff like that, like from the 3DS and of course upcoming on the Switch and stuff like that. Those are great. Take on the road with you. But I mean, just as far as the route, I mean, pretty much everybody else covered everything else. But that's just my take on it.
Yeah. Okay. Like the price of this Resident Evil Revelations is pretty damn good. Like, I'm on the fence if I want to rebuy it again. I'm thinking about it, but like as y'all said a while ago, like if we want third-party games, we need to show third parties that Nintendo fans actually buy these games. But as far as me, like it's in 1080p. Like did redid the game, and all the DLC is free. That's 2 games for $40 and all the DLC. So I had no problem with them bringing over all the Resident Evils from 1 to Resident Evil 0 and 4, 5, 6. They all $20. They're all up $20 with all the DLC. So I have no issue with that. It's just we just want new games.
Yeah, at least they're pricing it accordingly. Like
Yeah.
if they were trying to bring out these fucking ports and charge you $60, then I would tell you absolutely don't.
Yeah, it's kind of like with Lego CD Undercover, in which that was ridiculous. $60 for a game that cost $50 brand new on the Wii
Yeah,
U.
that was retarded.
That was
I feel
retarded.
like nobody should have bought that.
Yeah, like I hope that game flopped, because that is unacceptable. Like seriously, man.
Like that's just absurd. It was cheaper when they launched it on the Wii U several years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like that made no sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. So basically, it was another topic I wanted to catch up on. I tried to get Terminator Juice on her. He said he would, but I guess he's a little busy. I guess I'm gonna try to get him next time. But maybe we should talk about this. Basically, I guess during OJ it wasn't the OJ podcast yesterday. It was me and Mr. T. Okay, the RGT show. When we had a podcast day before, I guess he disagreed with the whole entire should Nintendo basically help publish some of these games, fund some of these games.
Of course not. He has more Nintendo to spend money.
So basically, I guess he kind of disagreed with me on that, and I guess the deal with that is I didn't say Nintendo needs to publish all third-party games. It's the one that counts, the one that people flock to during the holidays, like the Assassin's Creed, the Call of Duties, and Maddens, those type of games that sells really well on Xbox and PlayStation. And all I said, like, if third parties if they're not willing to put these games on the system because they are so cautious about the sales, then help advertise and make a commercial. Try to get some advertising rights to the commercial. Slap your Switch name on so people can be aware that the game exists. Put it on your YouTube channel like they're doing right now. Like, just make it aware. Don't just be like, okay, we gonna fund the game, but not nobody in the general public gonna know that this game exists. So like I said a while ago, with those popular games I just mentioned, it will make perfectly good sense for Nintendo to basically fund some of it, especially if third parties is cautious right now. But when it comes to next year, in which I think the install base could be around 20 to 25 million, then Nintendo should not fund some of these games because their install base will be there. I'm saying that right now it's just a temporary thing. Like, we got some really good heavy hitters coming out for the rest of this year, and I'm kind of excited for some of these games. I own Xbox One and PS4, so I have access to all these games. But the deal with that is it's the portability factor that's making a lot of these third-party games attractive on my Nintendo Switch than my Xbox and PlayStation 4. So I would like to play some of these games on my Switch, even though it might not be as powerful as the Xbox and PlayStation. But like I say, you get basically 2 versions of the game, the console version and an on-the-go version. So that makes it really makes it basically appealing.
Gives you a reason to double
It's more appealing.
That's why I said that, like, it would make perfectly sense for Nintendo to help fund some of this game. If they want to fund all of it, that's fine. Just give them some money so they can basically get their profits, so they won't be feeling like they're going to
at least enough money to handle the porting process.
Yeah. That too. Like, that's what I'm saying. I guess Terminator Juice, I guess he disagreed with me, talking about, like, if you invest into a company, then sometimes you got to take a loss. How many times did third parties take a loss when investing their money into Nintendo's consoles?
If you look at it this way, Sony used to do this. Like, they still do it, actually. They pay to get games put on the PlayStation. When they were first breaking in and they were trying to take people away from Nintendo, they would pay third parties to put their games on PlayStation. Like now they go to Sony. Like Nintendo, these guys don't owe Nintendo anything. They don't have to put their games on Nintendo, and a lot of the time Nintendo people don't buy third-party games. So Nintendo can't just keep saying we want third-party games, oh we would love to have all these third-party games, and then do nothing to actually get that to happen. Like Sony and Microsoft go out of their way to secure these games. Nintendo doesn't. That's what it is.
Yeah,
they have to put some money in if they want to secure these games. If these guys are so scared that the games aren't going to sell,
Sony and Microsoft proved themselves about that. Like their audience bought most of those games, and Nintendo's audience they still got something to prove because like you did a video before like a few weeks ago. When you went on VG charts and basically went down all of Nintendo's consoles and looking at their top 5, top 10 bestsellers games on all their consoles, and it's not looking too good when it comes to third party because, like with the Wii for example, only one third party in the top 10. That's Just Dance. GameCube, all Nintendo. 64, all Nintendo. Super Nintendo, Street Fighter 2. Super Street Fighter. That's the only one. So Just Dance and Street Fighter is the only 2 third-party games that's in the top 10 bestseller games on Nintendo's consoles. And this is why third parties treat Nintendo the way they do. And if Nintendo want to secure these games, then they need to up some money, help advertise. That they doing a good job to advertise.
At the end of the day, it's Nintendo's platform. It is their responsibility to make sure the games are on there.
So
it's not third parties' responsibility. Like they don't have to. They have 3 other platforms to put their game onto.
Yeah, so they don't need to do it. Like like you said a while ago, they don't hold them nothing. So that's what I'm saying. Like the third party, they're gonna make their money regardless. So,
right? Yeah.
So it is what it is, man. So Grandpa, what you think about this, man? What you think about this subject? Do Nintendo owe them something, or is the other way around?
The Nintendo fans feel that the third parties owe them or whatever, but really, what's going on is that, like you guys said, these third party developers have taken risks with Nintendo and it didn't pay off. I mean, hell, Rockstar. I know some Terminator just was saying put GTA 5 on there even if it makes no money for you. He was saying something like, "You already made millions and billions of dollars anyway. Who cares if you take a loss? Just put the game on there for the gamers." And it's like
that doesn't make any
business. That doesn't make any business.
Why do they want?
That's like saying, why don't you go outside and throw $100 on the ground and walk away?
I mean, the best analogy would be you come to work and your boss is like, man, you made a lot of good money the past couple of months, man. How about you just work?
You just work for free for a couple months.
You look at him like, if you don't get my face,
exactly. So, that makes no sense.
So I mean, he also tried to mention like if they did this, they'll build up an install base of fans for Nintendo, and it's like I think anybody that's really a Nintendo fan that wants to play Grand Theft Auto moved on a long time ago and just went and bought the machine. It comes on. I'm not saying GTA 5 shouldn't come or it wouldn't be nice to come, but not if they're not going to make any money. That's not just a simplistic game to port over. That would cost some money to, port over. And Rockstar, I've never known them to do a sloppy port. So they'll actually put the time.
Quality ports.
They'll do a quality port. And if it doesn't make them any money,
it took like an extra year.
If it doesn't make any money, and Nintendo gamers will probably hate that you could buy like in-game currency. So that'd be a reason not to buy right there. It's basically, to make it short, the third-party developers, I agree with Real, if they are fickle, right, and they don't know if they want to work with Nintendo because of the past or whatever, if Nintendo really wants that game on there, then Nintendo would come through with a check.
Yeah.
Just like Bayonetta 2, Sega said Bayonetta 1 didn't make no money. We're not making Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Nintendo wanted a Bayonetta game, so Nintendo gave them some money. That's it. That's what they gotta do.
Yeah.
But that's all I gotta say on top.
All right. Well, I would say go. I guess you already said your part, Alex. Unless you got something else to say.
No, pretty much the same thing. Like if they want these games, they gotta pay for them. Like they're not gonna get it for free. Not with the sales that Nintendo gamers give them.
Yeah, just like you said a while ago, just go outside, just throw some money grand and walk away.
Yeah, that whole concept of what he's talking about. Like, I like Terminator, he's a nice guy and all that, but like that's just dumb.
Yeah, he just like
no company wants to give things for free. That makes no sense.
Chad, one more
He
thing.
wants some in return. It's like,
Go ahead.
Chad,
Go ahead.
Chad, one more thing
Go
though.
ahead.
You can't go around saying fuck all third-party developers and expect them to put games on there. They are listening to people.
Yeah.
You can't go around and say we don't care about your games and then want the game.
Like I would love for Grand Theft Auto 5 to get on the Switch. I think the Grand Theft Auto on the 5 on the Switch would be the definitive version. Taking that game around with you would be amazing. But like, they're not gonna do it for free. We all know the backstory. They wanted to put Grand Theft Auto 3 on a Nintendo console, and Nintendo told them to fuck off.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's why the
your game is not family friendly. It doesn't belong in our console. I'm like,
okay.
and they're supposed
Who
to
said that? Who said
that shit's crazy.
Who said that at that time? You remember?
Huh?
Who said that at that
I
time?
don't remember the name.
Was it the CEO?
Did they say before or after
Yeah,
the release of Resident Evil 2?
This was like this is GameCube.
Yeah, I do remember seeing them on the news protesting with parents, talking about, we don't want Grand Theft Auto on our systems and stuff like that. Nintendo was sitting right there with them, and they bit them in the ass in the long run.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
because like now you can't get Grand Theft Auto, which is one of the biggest franchises of all time.
See, that's on Nintendo. That's why the third parties are doing what they're doing to
But
them.
you know,
like,
they should just put it on Nintendo and make no money, right? Like that's crazy.
You have to look at the history of Nintendo and these third parties, like, or why they treat Nintendo the way they doing them right now. That's why they cautious. That's why you think Nintendo is single-handedly driving their install base up with all these what they got, like 10, 11 first-party games this year. They got a lot of exclusives this year.
Their first-party shit is incredible.
It is.
The pace they're releasing games at for a first-party studio is unbelievable.
Because they know they fucked up. They fucked up so badly that Nintendo is basically going out their way to put so many games on their console, so third parties can come be, so they can come back and put games on their own on Nintendo's consoles, since they got a bigger install base. And with the sales of Street Fighter 2, it's like they been more optimistic now. Now they like, okay, the Nintendo fans, they actually bought this game, so let's try this game. Why you think Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 was announced like 2 days after they announced that Street Fighter 2 so amazingly well?
That's not a coincidence.
That's not a coincidence. Like people saying that basically this was already planned. Like it just. I don't think
it was already planned. It would be launching the same day as the Xbox and PS4.
Yeah, it was probably thought of, but I'm not saying that it was planned.
They probably thought if Street Fighter sells, we will bring Resident Evil over.
Yes, so yeah, like
if it was already in the works, it would be releasing August 29th alongside the Xbox and PS4 version.
On the same day. Or people can argue. I even brought this up, like,
I know Mario vs. Rabbids.
Yeah, I brought that up. Like, we did kind of talked about that. Like, Nintendo needs to put their games out kind of like Sony in the earlier part of the year, and earlier part in the summer, and let third parties do the fall, and that it makes a lot of sense.
Let's be real. Capcom is not one to they don't care when they release their games. Look when they released Dead Rising 4. They released it in fucking December.
That was dumb. That's
dumb. They obviously don't care when they release their games, so they would probably not even care that it's releasing alongside Mario Rabbids.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't believe for a second that this game was going to come out the same time unless Street Fighter had sold.
Yeah, for me to even believe that was planned, like I need actual facts. That's basically what I want. I want facts. Like I don't want just assumptions. He says, she says.
It's like, I don't know. As far as like, you just have to believe like you expect me to believe like they were planning this the whole time, and they also planned to make the other versions come out first and this one to take longer. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm. No, okay, let's go with Nick. We still got a couple topics. Go go ahead, Nick.
All hail Nintendo.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Good one, Nick. Good one.
God damn it, Nick.
What were we talking about again?
Xbox.
Xbox been the best box. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, should Nintendo help publish games if they want third party? If they want
like I was saying, Terminator Juice, he kind of disagreed with me. He said that maybe third parties should take a loss, and since basically a lot of these companies making a lot of money off these games, maybe they should invest in Nintendo and see if it sells or not. I don't know, but
it couldn't hurt. I mean, Nintendo, I don't know why they pretend like they ain't got money. They're always bragging about all the money they make, and all of a sudden they got money to do shit like this. I mean,
Well, it's just
they're charging us for online now, so
yeah.
like,
I know.
cheap.
Yeah,
Got all that
so,
extra money
come
coming
out,
in.
get more money. That online better work too. By the way, I'm not
20
very
a year.
hopeful right now based on what they got. I'm kind of hoping they do better when they make us pay for it. So right now, I'm worried. But yeah, I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, shit, you want your console to get games. You want your company to like stay alive for like as long as you can. The Switch is doing pretty good. People have interest in it, and chances are Nintendo's next console will be just an updated Switch.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll be more powerful and stuff like that, and they'll just probably continue this trend for a while until they figure something
I really
else.
hope like the dock and the Joy-Cons all transfer over though.
Like, yeah, I mean, they could totally do that. Be like, hey, look, if it's now a more powerful tablet,
Yeah, just
but
swap
hey,
the
all your old
tablet.
shit still works with it,
That
and you
would
can
be
still
awesome.
put your. Yeah, I mean, it'd be the perfect way for them to go. I mean, this could last them a generation or two if they do it right. I don't know how long they can stick with it, but I think like
the way
after.
mobile technology works, they could just keep the same format, just like change it up every 2-3 years.
And well, let's stop pretending Sony ain't gonna have one of these ready within their next.
They'll have one. The next Sony,
You know they're gonna
PlayStation Vita or PlayStation 4 Go, something like that.
Which, hey, I encourage if they can get a PlayStation to go on the go like that, like Switch, I'll be all for it too.
Yeah,
Shit,
that'd be
why
cool.
not? So, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know why they couldn't do it. I mean, you know, help them out a bit, help us help you, and then eventually, you know, if the sales are good enough, like the companies be like, okay, yeah, we don't really need Nintendo to do this anymore. We can do it ourselves or do how we normally do it. You know, just grease the wheels a little, like, give them a nudge forward, and if it works well enough, then yeah, the third party company is like, yeah, we'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Because like, aren't they doing this with Skyrim? Aren't they publishing Skyrim?
Yes, I think they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo fund that game.
Like, why out of all the games are you
Probably because it's new to
willing
Nintendo.
To do it for specific games. Right?
Probably because it's new
Makes
to
you
Nintendo.
You know why I think they did it? I know I think they did it with that because Bethesda probably just told them straight up, we're not putting this on here unless you
Maybe
you give us some money.
That's
Why didn't they think that during the Wii U version?
Because they hated the Wii U.
Everybody hates
Like
the Wii.
straight up, that guy said the Wii U's like fucking garbage. He hated the whole concept of it.
Well, I guess he likes a Switch. We'll take what we can get, I guess.
Yeah.
You still
Man,
going?
I would love if they brought Doom over. I love Doom.
You still going out? Oh, no, Alex. God damn it, Alex. You go every time. You still going, Nick?
Nah, good. That's it.
All right. What about you, Dirty? What's your stance on this?
Yeah, I think Nintendo should fund some of the games, especially games that the genres that they don't have on there now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get a Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? If it's too late to get World War II, at least, hell, I'd take a port of the remaster they have. You know what I'm saying?
COD 4.
I would take that and be happy. And if that sells well, that will show not only Nintendo, but it'll actually show Activision like, hey, well, you know, come next October, November, let's put the next, you know, Call of Duty on the Switch because they brought the remaster. And I'm not paying no $50 for no remaster. You make that shit $29.99 with the DLC included. Hell, that would sell well on the Switch, man. If it's too late to give us, you know, to port over World War II, that would show Activision. And go ahead, and if you want to, you know, fund fuck is that game? He in Egypt now and shit.
Assassin's Creed?
Yeah,
Assassin's
Creed. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think the other two sold it well on the Wii U. Yeah, and if you could, man, we need a fighting game of our own. So I say go to Sega, get it exclusive.
Arms, though.
Virtua Fight. No, I'm talking about. I mean, the Arms is cool. I love Arms, but I'm
like a traditional fighter.
That also Street Fighter 5.
Go get Virtua Fighter 6. Make that exclusive
That'd be smart.
to the Switch because that's what the Switch need is a fighting game. We need these different genres that the other two have or the other three have. And if we can get those, I'm telling you, man, they will sell. They will sell. We don't have them right now. So Nintendo, I ain't say fund every third-party game, but the ones that count, that genre that's not on your system, and not in the eShop. I ain't talking about the eShop because they don't have no online.
Right.
Get these games that's out now current that have the online, because pretty soon you're going to be making us pay for it, even though you still ain't telling us
They
shit.
need more online games.
Yeah, and do that. So Nintendo, get the ball rolling and stop acting like an ass.
Oh, okay, that's all you got on that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go with you, Sinister. What you think? Should Nintendo fund some of these games since a lot of these big blockbuster games not coming this year?
I mean, heck yeah. I mean, they got the money. Just sometimes Nintendo likes to be cheap about it, but still, I mean, come on, man. It's just fund these guys. Like it says, like, you know, they want to come to say, hey, well, you know, your games come to our system.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, a lot of these third-party developers, like, okay, and pretty much they're like, fuck you, pay us, and we can, you know, we make these games come to the, you know, the Switch and things like that. But
yeah,
but I mean, that's all I'm saying. But like, heck, I mean, if you know, by a miracle, say like, you know, Nintendo and Rockstar made nice and stuff like that. But
yeah.
like I said, that's just wishful thinking. But still,
Yeah.
that's just
But
using
to
that
be
as an
fair, like Rockstar has to do whatever Take-Two says.
yeah.
Matter of fact, they've been kind of busy lately talking about the Switch. So hopefully,
Take-Two loves the Switch.
so hopefully that can generate Grand Theft Auto one of these days. I'm really hoping for that.
Because I mean, think about it. I mean, that'd be phenomenal if GTA would have been on the Switch. I mean, take that shit on the road with you,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
stuff like that. You know, carjacking and stuff like that. Or
I'm hoping the best
Yeah,
little
you know,
game
Actually, put Red Dead 2 on there.
I doubt it.
yeah, like
They don't got Red Dead 1.
yeah, like put some of those games on there. You know, like like the Red Dead.
They all probably next year. So
I think the reason why a lot of these games have not come to the Switch, because it's new and a lot of third parties got burnt from the Wii U, and B, Nintendo was so selective with getting these dev kits out, and basically the NX got announced in 2015.
They really fucked up with those dev kits.
Yeah, they did. So basically, they gave them a 2-year window to basically give to these developers, knowing that some of these games takes between 3 to 5 years, especially like on the Call of Duty. That's like a 3-year project since they got like 3 different teams.
Yeah.
So basically, that's probably one of the reasons why there was no Call of Duty announced on the Switch, because of that. Because when we first know about the Switch in 2015, it's 2017. So basically, if they want to port a Call of Duty onto the Switch this year, it's kind of like they rushing it, so it might not be as high quality as we would like. So that's probably might be one of the reasons why some of these games are not coming to the Switch this year. But like I said, this is on Nintendo and third parties. Like, they got to communicate better than this. That's all I got to say about that. Like I say, when you know that you got a system coming out, and you know the type of games that Xbox and PlayStation gets, and you know that some of these games take between 3 to 5 years, then Nintendo should have went to them back in I said maybe 2013, 2014, when they knew that the Wii was dead. When they knew that the Wii was dead, they should have just been like, hey man, we got the dev kits, we got a system coming out in 2017.
I don't understand what they were so scared of. Like
they don't want nobody.
Their ideas.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Like the Switch is just an NVIDIA Shield with controllers attached to it. That's what I don't understand. Like, what were they gonna steal?
I don't know. Some developers came out and complained about that. About Nintendo they didn't get their dev kit until like later on. I don't know if it was any developer. Somebody was pretty pissed off.
The guys who made Ori and the Blind Forest, that guy had a fucking meltdown when he couldn't get a developer kit. It's like, why isn't Nintendo just giving these to everybody? After the Wii U and how little support they got, you'd think they would go out of their way to make sure everyone had a dev kit. That's the shit I don't understand.
That's just Nintendo, man. They always been that way, so it's not surprising.
They honestly have no rights to be arrogant after the Wii U. They have no rights.
Yeah, they should have been humble. They should have been humble.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that could be one of the. Oh, go ahead, sis. I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
I mean, no, I was just, pretty much you guys covered everything else I was going to say. Like, I mean, like you mentioned, like, the companies like Nintendo burn the bridges over the years, but still, they're trying to reach out to them. It's like, hey, trying to be nice. Hey, look, let's try to come together as a business deal, try to port your games over to the Switch. But, like I said, some of them, felt that burn from the Wii U. Is like, you know, like the Assassin's Creed, the the Call of Duties and all that stuff that it fell on the Wii U and stuff like that. They're kind of cautious about making it for the Switch, but I mean, who knows? But that's all I got.
I think I know Oja, he did mention this yesterday, and I kind of somewhat agree, somewhat disagree about the Assassin's Creed don't sell well on Nintendo systems. It's just not that. It's just like Nintendo fans are not aware of Assassin's Creed because it like before the Wii U, there was no Assassin's Creed on the Wii. So a lot of them did not know much of it, and plus when the Assassin's Creed 3 and 4 went on the Wii U, it was just the ports weren't all that good. If you want to compare it to the 360 and PS3, it just wasn't all that good, and there was missing content, missing DLC. It was a $60 price tag, and it just didn't have the same features as the other consoles. So they got to look at all that. So if they would have basically done it from the start, and Nintendo would have basically had their advertising thing figured out on the Wii U, we already know that was a freaking flop. They failed to advertise the system. That's why I'm glad they got rid of Scott Muffin. But just looking at the Switch itself, it's kind of like a reset from the Wii U. And I honestly, I think if they can do like a collection of the Assassin's Creed. Matter of fact, they just put a collection on the not 360, on the Xbox One and the PS4 a few months ago. If they put that same collection on the Switch with all the DLC, I actually think it would probably sell well, very well, if they do it right and not make no silly ass lazy ass port. I think it will sell well, and we just got to get used to the ports. People like this is the 8th generation, and the 8th generation been full of ports, man. Ports from last generation. And since people love this nostalgic video games, and we're going to continuously and get more. That's why retro gaming is so popular right now, because people love the nostalgic feeling. Look at Street Fighter 2. It sold very well. Look at Ratchet and Clank. Look at Crash Bandicoot. These games are selling really well, and people love these type of games. They love the nostalgic feeling.
Because a lot of new games, they're not as good.
Yeah,
that
new
is stuff
true.
That's coming out now.
It's trash.
A lot of it is not great.
People
it's all dumbed down for casual.
People is still pissed off. They pissed off because they saying today's modern gaming is trash because a bunch of poor business practices and paying $60 for a game that's probably worth $20, and at the same time they giving us $30, $40, $50 season passes and microtransactions. It's just unacceptable, man.
Yeah, which is why I'm hoping that Hellblade game sells well, because that's a $30 game coming out, and that looks like it's going to be a good game.
Is that coming for the Switch?
Obviously not. It's coming for the PS4 and PC. We're talking about a new game, not an old ass port reel.
Just look at the NES class, the Super NES class. Like, people is foaming in the mouth to get these. Of course, you got the Sega Genesis things coming out. I know a lot of people giving the shit. I know, don't even say no now. Shut up. But yeah. But yeah, like, everybody's jumping on these retro consoles, man. Like, everybody love it. That's why these developers are basically giving us ports from like 5, 10, 15 years ago. Like, it is what it is. So expect more ports come to the Switch. I'm just gonna be real. But I'm gonna stand by what I said. If there's more ports to new games, I would have an issue with that. It is what it is. But I guess let's go to the next topic, man. This topic we just did, that wasn't in the plans. Okay, what else we need to talk about? Oh, okay, yeah. The rhyme situation, the ukulele situation, and that's another game I can't think of. Like, there's just too many late ports coming to the Switch. I don't understand what's the deal with this.
What's the fucking hold up?
I don't know what's the hold up. We already know about ROM. It's gonna cost $10 more, but they actually did something. They actually did a
pretty good collector's edition.
Yeah, collectors. Yeah, they actually making it up for this thing costing $10 more, because I know some of them complain about the cost of the cartridge, so they giving away some the soundtrack for ROM or something like that.
Yeah,
so they giving that. Yeah, so that's not bad at all. But the deal with this is like these games, that and ukulele, like, what's up? This game doesn't look like it takes much to make, or it shouldn't take that much time to make. So why is the Switch getting later release dates? Xbox One, PS4, they get theirs on time. Like, are we going to continuously and go through this? We could talk about the Capcom situation with Resident Evil Revelation got a later date. Like, what's going on with this? Like, did we have a similar issue with this with the Wii U? Like, the late ports? Like, y'all, we saw how that did. That's just my intake about that.
I'm more lenient with Rhyme and Ukulele because that's a very small team.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, when it comes to big companies like Capcom, that's where I find it to be unacceptable. because they have enough staff.
Well, the deal with that is it's just an ongoing issue, and I feel that it's going to continuously and go unless
but at least
Nintendo.
Something like Rhyme, like there's only what, like 10 of these dudes. Like they can only do so much at a time, which is why I don't mind it too much. But like big companies, I find it to be unnecessary.
Well, it just depends on how long they have these dev kits. And I don't know when did Nintendo give them these dev kits. But like I said, these games, it doesn't look like it take that much time to make. So that's why I said you got to be fair about it. You know, that's all I got to say about that. I guess let's start with you. Dirty. What you think about all these late ports coming over to the Switch? Like we had this similar issue with the Wii U. Late ports, missing DLC. It's just they getting treated like redhead children. But you know, with this Switch, I'm not saying it's the exact same situation with the Wii U. It's just we kind of feeling some of that, you know, that same feeling that we got with the Wii U with these late ports just not getting treated equally. So what you think about some of these games that's coming out later?
It could be multiple things, man. It could be, you know, developers not believing it's not gonna sell that well, so why rush? Let's work on the other 2 or the other 3 because we know the fans over there will buy it. It could be a lot of things. Nintendo didn't get them the dev kits fast enough, or maybe they having trouble porting it. It could be a various different things, but I think that it's like they rather get the PC, Xbox, and PlayStation out first because they know that those fans, those people will run out to buy the game. As Nintendo fans, motherfuckers playing hopscotch before they go buy it. So that could be a factor. You know what I'm saying?
But also install base.
Yeah, install base. They didn't get the dev kits fast enough, so so now they say, hey, we're gonna finish working on the Microsoft and Xbox, and then we'll come and mess with the Switch version. So it could be a different factors, man. I can't pinpoint it, but that's just my opinion.
That's all you got on that?
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Sinister? What you think?
I mean, I don't know what the deal is with those late releases and stuff like that. I mean, I just pretty much agree with what Dirty is saying, but just I don't know what the deal with why release it so late without especially without the DLC. I mean that's fucked up. I mean, especially not having everything all together. I mean, I'm on a late release, but at least have everything with it, things like that. But I don't know. We don't know what goes on in those business rooms when it comes to bringing that stuff over. But that's much all I have.
All right, what about you, Nick?
They just don't like Nintendo as much as the other system. I don't know. It might be like, install base. Might be slightly cheaper to port the games to the other systems right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those parts cost a little bit extra at the moment. They do, they probably because they already know they got an install base on the PS4 and the Xbox One. Another game especially Rhyme. I don't see a lot of people on Xbox who want to buy that game either.
Cell shaded. Why would they want it?
Yeah, it's just exactly. if it's not
that game looks better than Crackdown 3. Bang bang.
Oh yeah.
but it doesn't have guns. It's not manly gun game or some shit like that. I don't know. Yeah, probably just install base time. They're probably already making the other versions, and then they decided in the last minute, hey, I guess we will make a Nintendo version because they talked to us and we felt bad, so we'll do it. But yeah, again, it won't give it to you.
Damn.
Probably just a bunch of different factors.
Oh yeah.
Like time, but more or less time and money is basically what you're looking at here.
It's all about the money.
So, yeah, I don't think they had any plans for a Nintendo version at one point. Then they're like, oh, okay, well, we can work with this system. We'll give you something eventually. You'll see.
That's it?
Yep.
All right. What about you, Alex?
It's a lot of stuff. install base. The Switch will always come in third after PC, PS4, Xbox. I put them all, like, PS4 and Xbox go together because they get the same games, and PC, like, Nintendo's always going to come after them because they have a smaller install base, and their fan base notoriously doesn't buy third-party games for the most part, so they're going to want to make their money on the other devices first. And then there's the whole, they didn't get the dev kits on time for whatever reason. Nintendo was scared that people were going to steal their tablet with controllers on the side idea, and hid the dev kits, which is problematic. Otherwise, we'd have more games ready for launch and within the first year. But you know, it is what it is. Like, now you gotta wait and see the Nintendo model. It's gonna be like this probably for a while. Like, they want to see the install base grow. It's good to see stuff like Street Fighter sell, but like Capcom's still not happy apparently. EA, we'll see with FIFA. FIFA bombs, don't expect any more EA games.
Oh yeah.
If 2K18 and WWE 2K18 bomb, don't expect much from them either. Like, I don't know, we'll see. Like, I want the Switch to get a lot of third-party games. Not
I think WWE
for myself because I play them elsewhere. But I
think the WWE game might have a good shot this time.
I hope so, because like it's been a long time since the console had wrestling games, so it should be okay.
And they all come out this month. WWE 2K18 and no, NBA 2K18 and the FIFA game comes out this month. I don't know when the wrestling game coming out.
I think it's October.
I think it's October or November, something like that.
Yeah, they used to release their games in October.
Yeah,
So,
usually like end of October for wrestling games.
As far as September, I don't really know. I don't really know if there's any Nintendo games come out in September. I don't think so.
Probably gonna be that Fire Emblem game.
Even made it a point in their advertisement for it. It was like, yeah, we're like WWE games coming back to Nintendo consoles.
Yeah, they had Seth Rollins promoted. It was awesome.
Yeah, so like I say, stuff like that, it helps, man. Like Nintendo's YouTube channel actually helped promote third-party games, in which they didn't do.
Yeah, but we'll see. Like stuff like Rhyme, stuff like Yooka-Laylee. Like, I give them a pass because they're a small team and they were making the game for the Wii U, then they had to switch over to the Switch, and they obviously didn't get dev kits because they're indie devs. And Nintendo went after the bigger companies first, so those guys probably got dev kits way later.
Yeah,
and that's on Nintendo for not having enough dev kits. So that's whatever. That's not their fault. But again, Capcom, I don't give a pass to Capcom because they were there day one. They knew ahead of time what was happening, and they still didn't have shit ready because Capcom fucking sucks.
Okay, they fucked around.
Yeah, they just fucked around. But we'll see, man. Like, I think we'll get more stuff in a year or so when the install base is up, provided that during this first year, whatever third-party games do come out actually sell. Otherwise, you're not going to see anything.
Okay, so you got?
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Graham?
With the port thing, I think, some of them is the case of, they got dev kits late, or it was just because the other version was so far along and the Switch came out later that they just didn't have enough time to make it come out all at the same time. I don't know the process or how long it takes to port a game to Switch. I know that one studio got it done in a month, but I think they also got a little guidance from Nintendo. I don't know how long it takes other studios.
Well, Miyamoto said a full-on AAA game will take a year.
Full-on AAA game will take a year. But that would also mean the developer was competent too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know exactly what they need to do. I mean, I don't know. It just depends upon the studio, but to me, I mean, the late ports, it doesn't. I'm just glad that the game is coming. You know what I'm saying? I understand Nintendo's history and track record with third parties is not the best. So if before it was like no games, now it's just you got to deal with games maybe coming a little later.
Yeah.
That's the lesser of two evils. I just take it coming a little later than I don't get it at all. So I mean, overall, there's multiple reasons why they could be coming late. It could just be the developers didn't even want to put it on the Switch, and maybe at the last minute they decided to. I don't know. It could be anything. But overall, I mean, as long as the game comes and it's functional and it's not broken, it could be late.
Yeah, that's the only positive thing about late port. Only positive thing I can think about is quality. Like, if it's late because they're trying to polish it up, then I have no issue. I don't have no issue with the late games, especially if it's going to be like that Killzone Shadowfall crap. That was pretty bad. But yeah, like that's the only issue that I don't have with late ports. But the deal with that is it's the timing that pisses off a lot of fans. But if it is the quality issue, then they need to come out and say it. You know, why is it taking so long for this game to come out on the Switch? Like when you leave us in the dark like that, that's when a lot of Nintendo fans think that way. That y'all got something against Nintendo again. It's media bias, you know, that shit. You know, I'm just saying. So I'm just saying, like you gotta let us know, like kind of like with Nintendo, like you know, have a lot of unanswered questions that we have, you know, like it's a lot of questions that Nintendo needs to answer with the Switch situation, with the features and other stuff with the online. The same thing with third parties, like what's going on? Like you need to, you know, stop leaving us in the dark when it comes to why you doing this with the port of this game, why you doing that, you know. So that's just how I feel about that. So hopefully after year one, whenever year two gets here, hopefully it will, you know, get a lot better. Of course, everybody got the dev kit, so you know, be Nintendo have a year under their belt with the Switch. Install base is gonna be a lot better. It's gonna be well over 10 million by January, probably 15 million, something like that. Depends on the shipment, but they should be in a better position next year for third parties to start announcing games for the Switch, and hopefully we get not only the announcements, hopefully we get more games next year. Hopefully there is a Call of Duty. Hopefully there is Assassin's Creed. Hopefully there is a Battlefield. We know. You know, like it sucks that, you know, we're not getting it this year, but hopefully next year it'll be better. But like I say, this year I'm kind of, you know, a little upset, but at the end of the day, I'm happy with my Switch because Nintendo is making that up with their own first party games, and we got a little dabble of NBA 2K and FIFA and Sky. We got other games to play, so. You know, it's not like the Wii U situation. It's far better than the Wii U situation. But as far as third parties, like, you know, hopefully it can be a lot better next year. So that's basically all I got to say on that. So moving on to the next subject, the NBA 2K situation. It's still coming day one. Still coming day one. There's another thing that I was just talking about that I mentioned a while ago, leaving us in the dark. They mentioned that the physical version is going to release the same day with everybody else. But they saying that the digital version is going to release the same day everybody else, but the physical is going to be a later release. It's going to be in the fall, like they said, and they didn't give us no explanation about that. I am excited for NBA 2K. I hadn't played NBA 2K in a very long time. I mean, a very long time. When I say a long time, I didn't play NBA 2K since AI was on the cover. Allen Iverson.
Damn.
What? 2K1 and 2?
That's a long time, man.
Yeah, that's a dream task.
It's been a while. It's been a while. I played a little bit. I think it was a few years ago, but I played it over somebody else. I hadn't bought one in years, dude. It's been a while. But yeah, like I am excited to play NBA 2K. I would love to take this thing on the go. Like I'm a busy person, you know. I'm busy. I'm always gone, so that would makes real good sense if I could play it on the go, use my hotspot on my phone and play online. Like this online gaming is very popular, man. And that's why Nintendo is getting more serious into online. That's why Splatoon is so popular, Mario Kart is so popular. Now ARMS is the new IP, and it's surprisingly so well. I did not expect that game to sell at a million so fast because I feel that it didn't have as much content as I expected. But it sold good. It sold really well. So
yeah, but they need to fix that chat situation.
Yeah. It's like there's still a lot of stuff that they need to fix. You know. But that's you know it is what it is, man. I just hope that they will, you know, figure this out and so we won't be having issues with the courts situation. Matter of fact, rumors saying they having an issue, you know, pouring over to the courts. That's just a rumor. I don't know if that is true. If it is, then they need to come out and say it. You know, but it's been other developers saying they was having issues porting the games over to the courts. Same with Ubisoft with Steep. They having issues. That's supposed to be coming out this fall, and we don't hear anything about that. So hopefully Nintendo will work with them and help them with that. So by the time next year gets here, that we won't be having issues with these games coming over to the Switch, man. But like I say, man, like I'm still happy with my Switch. There's a lot of good games coming out for the Switch. I might even buy Skyrim because I never played Skyrim before. I never got into the Elder Scrolls series, but I might just try it out. You know, I'm gonna try to support these third-party companies. I will. I'm going to eventually buy Street Fighter 2. I will buy it just to support it. So that's basically all I gotta say on that. So basically, let's start with Graham. What you think about this NBA 2K situation, man?
Like I said, I saw that Dr. Trey put up a video saying that now the developers can get access to like cartridges with bigger space.
Yeah.
And I know
What's
it's NBA.
what's the maximum?
I think he said 32, and I know the last NBA 2 game.
That's what it was already.
I don't know if it's already like that, but I know he made a video reporting that now they can use it. I don't know, but
Yeah.
if that's the case, I know NBA 2K is like damn near 60 gigs. So
Yeah, so that doesn't solve anything.
yeah, I mean, unless they could have shrunk it down to the point where it could fit on 30 gig cart. But I know it's 60 gig for the PS4 Xbox One version. I've not seen what it looks like on Switch yet. I still don't know if that game will even look similar. It may look like the 360 and PS3 version, so then that would make sense. It could fit on a 30 gig card. So,
No, it's not. They say
but
it's gonna be the same thing. That's what they said. It's the same.
visually or just content wise.
Content wise.
Yeah, I don't know about visuals. See if it's visually like the last.
Visually, it won't look the same.
Oh well, then it could probably fit on 32 gig cart, and they just wait. That's probably why I got delayed because they're gonna wait.
Yeah, I
so
think
they
it's
put
the
on those.
thing too.
But that's the only thing I could think of why that got pushed back. But like I said earlier, with the delayed ports and stuff, as long as it comes, you know, I think earlier this year I heard that they were canceling pre-orders for that game. That's probably why.
What,
Was-
NBA?
Yeah, on Amazon they were canceling people's pre-orders of the physical copy. And it's probably because of this reason. You know, maybe it just they couldn't put the game on there, but now they can, so they're gonna wait. I don't know.
See, like we had.
That's all I have to really say.
We still got issues like that falls back on Nintendo with helping these guys out, getting dev kits on, you know, give it to them on time so they can figure this out. Like it's just too many problems we got this first year.
Even 32 gigs is not enough.
No,
Like,
it's not
games
enough.
are coming out with like 50 gigs, 100 gigs.
Like,
Yeah, that's
I don't have enough storage space to fit that on unless I get a memory card.
SD card, micro USB card.
Yeah.
You got to think about it. Those updates also add on to
Yeah,
them.
the updates take up more space.
quick.
Yeah, that's why I don't know, man. Like I honestly think that the NBA 2K18 can sell really well on the Switch because there is no sports games on the Switch, and the NBA 2K game is going to be the first sports game on the Switch, and boom, we got a problem. Like most people still buy physical copies over digital, so they shooting themselves in the foot, man. That, you know, and all of a sudden, whenever they come out, be like, well, the Nintendo Switch consumers didn't buy enough, so I don't know if we want to put this other game on. I don't know about this. I don't know about that. You know, if NBA 2K don't sell, if the wrestling game don't sell, then don't expect Grand Theft Auto. I'm just gonna be rich. Don't expect Grand Theft Auto to come to the Switch. It's
Red Dead.
Yeah, Red Dead. It's not gonna come. Like stuff like this. It's a roadblock. Like they should have got this solved a long time ago. If Nintendo was really, worried, if they really wanted to get their third-party problems resolved, they should have went to them a long time ago and helped them out, figuring out how to develop these games. So whenever the Switch comes out, they get these games on time on a cartridge with no excuses. And right now, there's a lot of excuses with multiple developers. And right now, like I said, there's really no explanation on why the physical version is delayed, and that's another roadblock. You know, that's another roadblock to getting Grand Theft Auto. Let's be real. We want Grand Theft. Majority of us want Grand Theft Auto than NBA 2K or the rest of the game. Like, if these two games don't sell, then just kiss Grand Theft Auto goodbye. It's not going to happen. So hopefully they'll get that resolved one day, man. Hopefully. What about you, Alex?
Yeah, I'm with Grimpaji. I think it's more to do with the cartridges.
Mm-hmm.
They probably can't fit the game on whatever. I guess there were 16 gigs before. I always was under the assumption they had access to 32 gigs from jump, but I guess not. So if they're going to 32 now, that's cool, but like that's still not enough. Like these games are too big. They get bigger every year. These games are getting larger. So I don't know. Nintendo's gonna have to bust out some 64 gig parts, maybe even 128 gig parts. But like at least the digital version's still coming out, so that's cool. They didn't say when the physical one's coming, right? Just August, that's it? Or just
They just say fall. That's all they say.
summer, fall, something like that? Okay. That's pretty quick.
Yeah, September.
It'd be better if they were a little more upfront about what they're doing, but I guess they're just not going to. But like that's just growing pains with the Switch, man. Like we are all under the assumption, right? Like, or some of us anyways, that the Switch was rushed, and this is just another byproduct of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're finding their way. Like, the cartridge things will get sorted out over time. That these games, especially with third-party games, this doesn't affect Nintendo because Nintendo games are never really that large. But like third-party games, they're gonna struggle getting these games on the cartridges.
Yeah.
Unless they do like partial game on the cartridge and download the rest, but I don't think that's gonna go over too well with people.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the only positive side about buying games digitally on the Switch is because you can take it on the go, and plus you don't want to carry so many cartridges with you in the case. So that's the positive side I can see about it. Just like Ultra Street Fighter 2. Like, if you look at VG charts, it says so maybe a little bit over 100,000, but Capcom came out and said it's over 500. Well, the price is 500,000 right now.
Yeah, the tracking is just a general idea.
So I think that I honestly think maybe half of maybe digital, and I think what a lot of people is going to buy more digital games on the Switch than physical this time around than the Wii U. Because, especially the handheld gamers, they don't want to carry all these dang on cartridges with them everywhere they go. They rather just get a maybe 100 something gigabyte SD card, put it in there, just download all their games.
I only have 2 physical games on my Switch. Everything else is digital.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the positive thing that I see about this. Like, I still think the NBA 2K18 can sell. I think it sell really decent. Depends on the storage space. I don't know how many gigs it's gonna take, but if it's decent, then I can still see this game selling pretty well, because like we said a while ago, it's the only sports game on this system, just like Street Fighter 2. That's the only fighting game.
Wow, no, we have NBA Playgrounds.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. But well, I'll tell you I guess a realistic NBA game.
Oh yeah.
And NBA Playground sold well. They announced that it sold well. They was pretty happy about it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hopefully this does well. I'm more interested in the wrestling game doing well. Like, I want more wrestling games going forward. But
like, I think a lot of people is actually buying a lot of eShop games. Like, I think that on the digital side, I think a lot of people is supporting the digital than physical, because look at Blaster Master. They sold
there's a lot of gems on that eShop, like cheap games under $20 that are actually good.
Yo, the developer Blaster Master is extremely happy. They said they sold over 100,000. That game look like it doesn't cost that much to make. Of course, it's cheap, $10, but $10 times 100,000, that's a lot of money. So they made their money back. That's why they extremely happy, and they was extremely excited to announce it.
They're doing a good job. They keep bringing out new content. They released the Shantae DLC, Shovel Knight DLC's coming out soon.
Yeah, so yeah,
they're doing well.
Yeah, like people are hungry for games on Switch. They're hungry. And like every time these games come out, like it's selling really well, especially if it's a high quality game. Like I said, this time around with the Switch, I think it's gonna be a lot better than the Wii U, because the advertising. I think Nintendo is starting to diversify their Switch audience. Because of the advertising on the TV commercials, they're on all channels, not just kiddie channels. So they bring it back, older gamers back to the console, and plus having all these genres of games on the Switch is going to help driving sales, because you got more of a diversified crowd coming back to your system than what you had on the Wii and the Wii U. So I see positive things with this. I still think the NBA 2K18 will sell decent. I just wish they had a physical version, because I'm still a physical person. But then again, I did download some games digitally. So like I said, I might get it, but like the old school gamer in me loves physical copies. That's just me. Nick, what you think, man?
So hold on, I didn't hear about this till like right now. So the game will come out digitally first. This is for the Switch, though, right?
Yes.
Only for the Switch.
It's still releasing day one with the other versions, just no physical with the Switch.
Go until later.
Right.
Okay, that's weird. I don't know why they would do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, again, because limited. Because of the cart situation, I guess. I didn't really have any plans to get the game, so it didn't really bother me. But for the people who were looking for this game on the Switch, that kind of sucks. I mean, you can still get a digital version. I know 32 gigabytes is enough. I actually somehow found a 200 gigabyte micro SD card.
Oh damn!
So they exist if you can find
Found
them.
one? You mean you robbed an old lady?
I bought it. Shut up.
Man, that sounds very expensive, man. 200 gigabyte.
It wasn't that much. I don't remember.
Like a 128 gig for like 50, $60, but like once you
say-
pass
say,
128,
like-
the price goes up pretty high though.
I want to say like $80.
Hey,
That's
that's
bad.
not bad. I might have to get into it.
Found it.
I brought a 128 at Best Buy, a Samsung 128. I think it was like $65.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think if they're like they didn't have that many left. It was like a discontinued item, but I just happened to come across it, and I said 200 gigs. That sounds good enough for now.
Yeah, like the price jump, at least in Canada. I don't know about you guys, but like the one I brought is from a brand called PNY. The 128 gig was $60, and then the 200 gig jumps up to $250.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a crazy price jump.
It's crazy. Still
More
going.
than triple.
I think mine is like SanDisk though.
Mm.
But yeah, that's good and bad because at least the game is still coming to the Switch in some form or another. So it's not terrible, but hopefully the game will sell well enough that when they make next year version, they'll just go ahead and do the physical release at the same time.
Like, you know, I know Dirty Says getting it. Like, if there's enough people that's getting it, I would love to get it and play with y'all guys. Like, we need to do some game nights playing some of these games, especially we're gonna buy some of these third-party games. I would love to play with y'all. So
We're gonna play Salmon Run after. If you want to join.
Salmon Run. Can't. My wife has it.
And this guy says he
Oh,
wants
so go the takeover. The takeover.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna touch it tonight. Yeah,
Yeah, you trying to come here? It's like, yeah, get away from it.
kind of like
you gotta get time in for that damn Splatfest, man.
as I said, it's kind of like reaching my hand in the pit bull's bowl. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
If the game
You need to get your hands on a second Switch.
Yeah, forgive me.
I'm gonna have to get another Switch. I'm gonna have to. Because I know her, like, when she get in that zone, Splatoon, she will spend damn near 24 hours to play it, for real.
Yeah, maybe if Splatoon 2 came out earlier, Real Gamer wouldn't have twins on the way.
Oh, damn.
No. Only one child. One child. We don't know the sex of it.
Real's got like 7 months left of no Switch time.
Yeah, no, we heard the baby's heartbeat. Just one heartbeat, not two heartbeats, just one.
The other one's hiding somewhere.
Oh, shit.
Hi.
All right, who else? What about you, Derek? What you think about this? I know you're still gonna get it day one.
I'm a physical guy. I mean, even though I do have a selective digitals, but when it comes to a game like 2K, I do want the physical. Depending on if they give out information, how long it would be before the physical comes out. If it's a couple of weeks, then I can wait because I want the physical. But I'm pretty sure why they doing this is because the only game third party has access to is the 32, which Dragon Age, what is it, 11 and 12 or whatever over in Japan. That's the only game that's using that a 32 gig. Everybody else is using whatever 16 or 20. So just like Grim said with Dr. Trey's video, that Nintendo is now giving third-party access to bigger storage cartridges. So when I look at NBA 2K17, it's like on the Xbox, I think it's over 50 gigs. So and I'm pretty sure it's with the updates that they always doing. I mean, 2K always got some type of update going, just like Call of Duty. So that adds on. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare, I think, is like 50, a little bit over 50 gigs, and the remastered, that motherfucker is like 68, almost 70 gigs, and that's almost with the Master Chief Collection. The Master Chief Collection got like 4 games on one disc. So I'm like, how's a remastered almost 70 gigs? Even though I know they get updates for that game, but I'm like, damn, really? So maybe that's why they say, okay, instead of delaying the game, we'll put out the physical, and then once we can get our hands on a larger cartridge, which Nintendo look like they're doing, then we'll put out the physical. So hopefully it won't be long after launch to get the physical copy. But
Oh shit, the PS3 and Xbox 360 still getting the port. Damn, they still supporting that?
Yeah, that's sports games. They go on as many platforms as possible.
I
They're
see.
trying to get all as much money as possible.
I see.
Yeah. They still sell on last gen.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. What about
Did
you?
they say like is this basketball game? It's based on the Xbox One version, right? Not like the 360 version.
I don't know.
I
What,
would
NBA
think it's
2K?
the Xbox
Yeah.
version.
I don't think they just ever express what visually it's gonna be like. They never.
But at least the content is the same.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, if the content is the same, that's cool. Because I'm a double dip anyway. I
Right.
still want it for the Xbox, but I said I'm also going to get it on the Switch. Now, if the Switch version just so happened to be like the 360, I'll be a little upset because, I mean, even before the 1 and the 4 came out, 2K looked impressive on the 360, and it didn't have no type of Giga RAMs in it. So I don't see why the Switch version wouldn't look like the Xbox One version when it has 4 gigs of RAM, and the 360 only had 512 megabytes. So I don't see how they could say, "Oh, we can't put the Xbox One version visuals on the Switch, but we can do the 360." That don't make sense. That to me, that don't make sense. But if it is like the 360 version, I would still pick it up for the Switch. But I said I was going to double dip anyway because I got tons of friends and we always play on the Xbox. So
Oh, okay. Okay. What about you, Sinister?
Oh man, it's the NBA. I don't mind playing it on the Switch because like I said, I like to take it on the road with me than versus playing it at home, things like that. I mean, as far as like the spacing issue, like the size of it, yeah, because you might as well be buying like whatever the largest SD card you can just put in there, so that way, because that thing's gonna take up chunks of space, like with every version, with every upgrade, stuff like that. But I mean, it's just I wish like some of these sport games would just have one game and just download DLCs just for roster updates. That's basically all it is. But still, we buying all these ports and sequels and stuff every year. But I mean, the thing is, it sells well like on the big the big two, like PlayStation and Xbox and stuff like that. But it's released on every system. And, they're trying to get all their money, all they can. But it doesn't matter which version sells as long as they're getting their money from all of them.
Yeah, it is a ripoff. Just so.
Yeah, because like as far as the physical, I said they're probably trying to take their time with it, trying to polish it up. But as far as the digital being released the same day as the other ones, it's like I was like, well, as long as they're getting their money, that's basically all it is. But it's up to to the people who which version they're gonna buy. But I'm gonna cater to the system of choice. But I mean, like I said, I don't mind buying it for the Switch. But that's just me.
You know what I think they should do? Like, yeah, it is ridiculous paying $60 every year for basically the same game, just updated rosters. I think they should make like a subscription service to where, like, if you're gonna play this every year, then why not just make a service maybe between $20 and $30 a year? Because all they gonna do is update the roster. Like it's like you paying $60 every year just for new names, just update. That's it. So if they can make some kind of subscription service of this and make it cheaper, then I honestly think that they will get better sales. But then again, they selling really well. I think it will sell a lot better. That's just my opinion about that. What was you about to say? You about to say something?
no, that would be a good idea if they did that. But they always try to tell you some technical reason why they couldn't do that. Yeah, it is, basically, a roster update, and, they put a little more animation in the players and movement and take some shit out. But, I mean, they could do that with an update, you know what I'm saying? Like, to sell it, like, say you buy 2K18 now, and then next year, there's a patch to do whatever, you know what I'm saying, to the game that they wanted it to do, with more animation, new dunks or whatever. They can actually add it in there if they want, but we know how it go.
Oh yeah, is NBA 2K18 doing the story mode, or that's NBA Live?
Story mode.
2K story mode.
Yeah, they got a story mode. I think last year. I don't know if this one. I'm pretty sure it's another story mode.
Okay. Well, actually, there was no NBA Live last year.
No, I'm in 2K. 2K had story mode last year.
Oh, they did?
And I think it's gonna have one this year too.
Oh, okay. I know NBA Live is having one this year, and plus they done added the WNBA to their roster, so they actually trying to compete with NBA 2K. But then again, nobody cares about Live. Let's just be real. They don't.
Oh shit! Nobody's just dogs.
Yeah, that's why I'm still pissed off about the NFL 2K situation. EA knew that NFL 2K was a better game. That's what pissed me off, because they had more money than who was publishing at that time? Sega.
Yeah, Visual Concepts.
Was Sega publishing NBA 2K around that time before they licensed the NFL? Yeah.
No, Sega did it first for the drink.
The
Then
Dreamcast.
a little bit after the drink, doing the PS2 and Xbox, OG Xbox and
That was
GameCube. They started to pass it off to Visual Concepts.
Oh, okay. So yeah, EA knew they had the money and the power. That's why they did that bitch move, man. I'm still salty about that. Because
Well, that's nothing with the NFL, because back then when they did grab Madden, I read an article. EA actually went to the NBA to see if they could get the exclusive rights also, but the NBA turned them down and said, no, they'd rather have just anybody do it and not just one company. So EA was dirty. They knew that not only the football but the basketball was surpassing NBA Live and Madden.
Mm-hmm.
So I was surprised that EA actually did that. I'm like, damn, they were trying to take the basketball as well.
Ooh, man, if they take the basketball and no more NBA 2K just live, boy, it'd be so many pissed off people, man. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what pisses me off about these people, all this money. They think they can do what the hell they want to do, man. So yeah, that's about wraps it up, man. Let's get some questions out there. I know we want to talk about this other subject, but yeah, we at that 2 hour mark, and I gotta get ready to go to bed. Gotta wake up early in the morning, go to work. So yeah, get these questions, people. Questions.
Question: should I buy a smartwatch?
What?
No.
I asked it. You asked for questions. I gave you a question. Should I buy a smartwatch?
I guess I'll give you an answer. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck you, man. I hate that.
Mayo or ketchup?
Neither.
I'm on Team Mayo. I'm gonna fucking destroy some ketchup clowns tomorrow.
I'm on Team Mustard.
So you're not playing?
Team Mustard.
Tomorrow. What time it start?
It's like all day tomorrow.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can play it tomorrow and get off of work. Yeah, maybe.
While people in the comments trying to get their questions, I got one for you guys. Do you guys would like to see the shooters come back? Like the real shooters, like Time Crisis and.
Hell yes, that's so fun.
I loved it on the Wii. That's why.
And the Wii was made for that shit.
Not like the fourth one on the PS3. Like you came with a gun and stuff.
You can do it with the Switch too, because it has the gyros built into the console.
Yeah, but would you rather, instead of doing it with the Joy-Cons, would you rather have, when you buy the game, a actual light gun come with it?
I don't want another accessory. This is more clutter, man. I don't like clutter.
Like that's why I like the Wii, because of games like Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles and Umbrella. I actually enjoyed it. And you got the House of the Dead. Yeah, and then of course you got what was the other one with all that cussing in it? With that.
You had the House of the Dead game, that
Overkill. They had that black man acting like stereotypical black man. Yeah, I did not too much like.
Yeah, the Grindhouse game, man.
They had the white dude playing it cool, and the black guy was just angry. So yeah, I didn't too much like that. So Jesus Christ. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I did like that, and with the motion controls integrated on the Switch, I think that would be amazing. Maybe Capcom could do another Chronicles game. I think that'd be cool. I'd buy it.
Yeah, I would definitely love if they go back and do that and sell them like, for $39, $29, man, like a new Time Crisis, or just get all 3 or 4 Time Crisis and put it on one disc. Well, shit. Well, I guess you could use the move. You can still use the move on the PlayStation 4. I don't know what the Xbox will use unless they use the Kinect. I don't know.
No, it's not gonna work.
Move like those 2 dildo sticks.
Well, like even the Pro Controller, you could use that. That thing has gyros, right, and a tracking thing in there, like an IR tracker. So you could use that too.
Yeah.
What else we got here?
I wish those games would come back. That shit is fun.
When we will see a return of Mario sports games? I don't know. It makes sense to come to the
When they
Switch.
partner up with EA and go make them.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool.
I mean, you do like soccer, like the strikers game.
Man, I want a NFL Blitz type of Mario game. That would be fucking awesome.
Oh, that
man.
shit would be
That would be awesome.
If they do a basketball one, I'll be all over it.
Man, call it Mario Blitz. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I would
man,
love
it's
it.
like Mario Blitz, like a football
Mario
version, a hockey version, a basketball version.
Yeah, like I said, Mario Jam, man. Think about
I'm
it.
saying, like, when Nintendo, what they need to do is get the members that used to work at Midway, get them out of retirement, and have them come work on Mario Blitz. That would be so awesome, dude. I would love that.
Yeah, I would love that. I'd play the shit out of that because I don't like simulation sports games. Like to me, that shit's not fun. But like the arcadey sports games are fun to me.
Yeah, I mean, like the NBA Jams, the NFL Blitzes. Oh yeah, shit.
That's why NBA Playground sold so well.
Yep.
Yeah, because that shit was supposed to be like NBA Jam.
Okay, that was another question. I'm lost. Let me see. Anybody see any more questions?
Yeah, they're asking if we're going to talk about Netflix for 20 minutes again.
Nah, we got to do a podcast just with Netflix and Hulu. I think that'd be pretty cool. When Fuckboy Fridays.
What is Sony's China Heroes Initiative?
I don't know.
Should Nintendo do something similar to Sony's China Heroes Initiative? I have no idea what that is.
Wait, Voltron Season 3 comes out today?
Yeah, it's playing today. It's playing right now.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Should Real Gamer donate or switch to Blackmon? I don't donate anything to Coons.
He has that weapon wheel money. What the fuck
I don't support self-hating black people and black people that degrades black women. I don't support that kind of shit.
I was just gonna say he could afford it himself, but damn.
No, fuck that jigaboo chucking and jive motherfucker.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
That hate is real. Goddamn.
There you go. Fuckboy Fridays is back.
Fuckboy, I don't know, man. I'm right now. I'm just busy. My schedule has changed, and I'm just chilling right now, man. Like I'm barely doing this podcast because I'm just doing it for y'all. I know a lot of y'all still love the Real Talk podcast, so I'm still trying to do this for y'all. But we will eventually get back to that. Hell, me and Alex, we didn't do no content on the Switch Bros channel. Like we done kind of abandoned that for 2 weeks. So we're gonna have to do something about that. Hopefully sometime next week. We gotta have to do something. What else we got? Any more questions? What's your thoughts on the game? What, Tacoma? What is that?
That's a game that came out on Xbox and PC this week. I have not even seen it.
I don't even know what that is.
I think I've seen like one trailer. I don't know enough about it to even say anything.
I think Nintendo should buy Alex.
Oh my god.
No, they can buy somebody else.
Oh, there's a question. Should Nintendo buy Real Gamer 27, ActivesN, or Nick? I say they should buy it.
I think they should buy you and make a Squidward amiibo.
No.
Ruby Sakura said, "What do you guys think of the red and white ink finally being in Splatoon 2?"
I think it's fucking hilarious that we can run around and spray blood and jizz. I think that shit is funny.
That is pretty funny. Let me see. As soon as Dragon Ball Z gets announced for the Switch, I buy it. I'm talking about the Fighter Z. Should I wait for that?
We'll be waiting a long time because it ain't gonna happen.
We'll be waiting a long.
I know the fans been asking about that, and they talking about they just want to focus on Xenoverse 2 first, and that's another problem. Like
these guys, Xenoverse 2 to sell. Like if that game doesn't sell, don't expect the other.
It's like that's what pisses me off about these third parties. They forcing games that people don't want to buy,
and that's the shit that drives me crazy.
And they holding the new games hostage like that. And then
you have the shills telling you to go buy the ones you don't want.
Like, they're not going to buy it on Xbox. They're
not going to buy an Xbox, obviously not. The only place it's going to sell is PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts about Super Mario Odyssey being the first game rated E plus 10? Oh gosh, is that a big deal now?
It's the first Mario game ever to be E10.
It's still everybody. Like what they got on there?
No.
What was it?
It used to be E for everything. Now it's E10 because of the possession.
Break. You got like kids playing Call of Duty, and that's mature. So E10 ain't nothing. E10 ain't shit.
Yeah, that's not nothing.
Still, it's crazy.
Not a version of them rated M for mature.
Should Mario challenged? Was it gender? What is it? Gender Maha?
Mario
Maha?
challenge.
What is that? Who is that? To WWE Championship?
Yes.
Who is that he's talking about?
I don't know what you're talking. What you're reading.
I don't know. Possibly. I guess he's talking about somebody from WWE.
Oh, should Mario challenge Jinder Mahal for the championship?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't watch wrestling, so I don't know who that is. Does anybody watch Game of Thrones?
Hell yeah.
I do.
I need to get into that.
Anyone that does spoilers for Game of Thrones gets blocked on sight.
Oh damn. Alex, why are you such a Nintendo hater?
I don't know. I just am.
Well, apparently somebody has like already knows how the season's gonna end. They
They already fucking hacked the whole shit. And
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I need to watch. Don't tell me.
People, man, and then they leak everything online. Like, what a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, just stay away from online, real. That's just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can easily avoid spoilers.
Did I make a mistake when I sold my 360 to buy a Wii U? Yes.
Oh, you must be talking
just
about.
Just like real, he made that same mistake.
Oh, you did it too?
You know what somebody told me today?
You did it too,
You
Alex?
want
No, the Dr. Blue said he did that.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know what somebody told me today? Is like they had a friend that sold their Switch for a 2DS.
Why?
Like, that's what he said. That's what we all said.
That doesn't make sense. It's like you selling your Xbox One for an Xbox 360. Well, no, never mind. That's
Let me go sell my PS4 for a PSP.
That's crazy.
Don't the 2DS cost about $150?
2DS is like only $150. Yeah.
But he sold the Switch
There's some games in. They got a 2DS.
He must have like
they were the same thing.
Sold the Switch for $300-$400, bought the 2DS for $150, and a stack of games.
Oh, I guess, man. Whatever you want. I think that was kind of stupid.
That's
He's got a 3DS.
Whatever.
Like the 3DS is on its way out. I would say maybe 2 years. Like the Switch is the Switch is the future, man.
I guess if you never owned a 3DS, you have a lot of games to choose from.
Yeah, in 360p. No, is it? No, it's not 3. Is it 360?
240.
Oh, oh shit!
That screen is fucking dog shit.
Oh damn!
I can't even look at that thing. My fucking calculator has better resolution than that thing.
What you guys think about Persona Q2 coming to the 3DS?
I think it should be on the Switch.
It should have been on the Switch. Like that's what pisses me off. Like these games that
you think they'll play that on the Switch?
Huh?
You think people like the console gamers will like a first-person dungeon crawler? I don't know if they'll want to play that.
It's not just console gamers.
But
though.
you know how
people buy Switch.
You know how well that will sell in Japan alone if that comes to the Switch.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's just stupid. I don't know why they're holding these games hostage from the Switch. It's just so dumb.
It is so annoying. Or at least put it on both. Fuck.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
I mean, you think why they put it on the 3DS is because the shortage of the Switch?
I don't know. That could possibly the shortage of the Switch. That could be. Maybe
like,
they're looking at the
install. We're talking
install.
about 60+ million versus like 5. Like obviously it's financially it makes sense to put it on the 3DS, but like why not just put it on both?
Yeah. Matter of fact,
they may feel they make enough money.
But the deal with that is a lot of people starving for games on the Switch. They will freaking they will buy this. They will buy it.
Out of it, yeah.
They will buy it. Just because you got 60 million install base doesn't mean all 60 million gonna buy it. Matter of fact, a lot of them moved on to the Switch. A lot of them moved on to other consoles.
I do think they may look at it like they'll have to put in extra work when they put it to. They just can't put it on the Switch and call it a day because people will complain that visually it doesn't look as good and all that.
That's a Monster Hunter XX.
But Monster Hunter XX does have improvement. It's almost like, to be honest, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. If you compare it to the 3DS version, the Wii version look better, but they still look similar. That's kind of how Monster Hunter XX is to Monster Hunter XX on 3DS. On the Switch, it's basically like
so.
Yeah, but people,
Monster Hunter Overcross sold over 1 million on the 3DS the first week. Am I right?
I don't know. I never let that sell.
I think it did. So just imagine on a Switch whenever it comes in Japan. Just imagine the sales and the lines that you're gonna see. Thousands of people in line waiting on the Switch just for that game. Like that's.
I just don't like it when I just hate it when a 3DS gets a new game.
I know we've been going through that shit since the Wii U, man. Like it's annoying, man.
I mean, I think it's smart business. At this point, 3DS is inexpensive to make. Games have always been cheap to make on 3DS. It makes sense to keep supporting it.
Yeah, but the hottest item right now is the Switch, man. Like, look at Street Fighter 2. Like, if you got a game like that, a third-party game selling that well, what you think these games that's made for Nintendo consoles are gonna sell? Monster Hunter is made for Nintendo consoles. Like, even Persona is made for Nintendo consoles. Well, how much you think it's gonna sell just in Japan alone? They love those type of games. Look at Dragon Quest. It sold over 1 million on the 3DS and sold over 900,000 copies on the PS4. That is crazy, dude.
I mean, it hasn't been a complete year yet. I think it's still too soon just to completely say, all right, let's dump the 3DS. Like, let's give it some time. We don't know if. I hope what's going on right now with the success of Switch is not just a.
Like I said,
like,
do it on both, like Monster Hunter.
That's what I was saying. They did it on both. Like Monster Hunter, I can at least understand that. That's been on there, but that Persona Q, I really doubt that console guys would look at them like they're gonna probably say I don't want to play a first person only dungeon crawler with not that many animations and stuff like that. I don't really think they're gonna care for that. Even though the Switch is portable, I understand that. I don't think most people would want to play that.
But
that's like putting Candy Crush in there.
Fan base though.
Not necessarily. I mean, they're both Nintendo fans, but just because you have a 3DS don't mean you have a Nintendo home console. Same thing with Switch.
I think there's more than enough overlap, but whatever.
All right, let's get a couple more questions. We'll call it a night. What else we got? Y'all see anything?
I don't see any.
Come on, people. Y'all better say something before I stop the stream. Yeah, you're right. Japan doesn't care about graphics. Yeah, you're right.
They can just care about the stuff out on the go.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to pick up and go. That's it. They don't believe in consoles anymore.
What Steam and mobile games do you want on the Switch? No limited.
Well, they just announced what was that? Some racing game, Gear or something. That's a mobile racing game that's coming to the Switch.
Yeah, cell phone game. What the hell was it called?
Should Nintendo collab with Next Level Games again?
What did they make?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who the hell are they?
That Next Level, that sounds familiar. I can't. I think they made some games for the 3DS or something.
Are they the guys that made that fucking Metroid game? Federation Trash or whatever.
Switch is already vastly outperforming the Switch. What?
Yeah, it is. Next Level Games are the ones that made Federation parts. Nah, fuck those dudes.
Oh hell!
But
no.
They also made Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
Oh, they've clearly fallen from grace.
Yeah, they did. Dark Moon was a good game. My wife, she loves it, and I played it. I really liked it too.
They should go back to that. Make more Luigi Mansion games.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Like, it's been a while.
It has been.
Unless Nintendo want to go ahead and import that over to the Switch, because that was a 3DS game only. I don't mind playing that in HD.
There's a lot of 3DS games they should port over to Switch in HD.
Yeah, like Project Cross Zone and stuff like that.
We talk about this all the time. Like, there's a shit ton of 3DS games that would be a lot better on the Switch because you get a better controller and you get a better screen.
And plus,
you can have local.
And plus, a lot of these games would be new to me because I don't really play 3DS like that.
Yeah.
Switch outperforming the Wii and PS. Well, actually, no, the Switch is not outperforming the Wii. Because the Switch.
Yeah,
No, it was, but since the shortages in June, since they had a lot of shortages in June, the Wii is I guess it's in front right now. But if they get that shit together, they'd be back on top.
Shortages are really like stunting them.
It is. It sucks.
I mean, heck, yeah, it was easier to get a Wii than it was to get a Switch.
Yeah, it's like impossible to get this goddamn thing. Well, unless you pre-ordered.
Well, actually, Japan sold 80,000+ in 2 weeks. 2 weeks in a row, like 90, almost 100,000 on the week of Splatoon, 89,000 the next week. So hopefully they keep that shit going. And we don't know what's going on out here in the States and Europe. Like VG Charge hadn't updated in weeks. So I don't know what's going on with that.
What will the new Yoshi and Kirby game be called? Yoshi Switch and Kirby Switch.
Yeah, Yoshi. That's next year. So yeah, actually next year.
Yeah, Metroid's next year.
No, there's no way.
Wait, I don't know because we don't have no gameplay of that.
No fucking way that game's coming out next year.
You never know, man.
2019.
Should Scalebound come to the Switch? That's funny.
Yes.
I think we just need to let it go.
I wish.
We just need to let it go. It ain't the thing no more. We just need to let it go.
Microsoft actually still owns that IP, so it's not going anywhere. Other than
They come out with a game called Bound Scale or something.
Well, Microsoft owns Rare and see how that turned out. Yeah, yeah.
I can't believe those guys are making that fucking CFD garbage. Like,
Yeah.
God damn, how many IPs can they choose from and they make that shit?
I know.
Fucking unbelievable.
I guess let's go ahead and stop it right there, guys. Yeah, I think we hit over 2 hours, and yeah, good show tonight. Talk about a few things, and I wasn't I think the second topic I wasn't planning on talking about it, but since Terminator just kind of brought it up, I just want to put my 2 cents in. I know y'all want to put y'all 2 cents in, and hopefully I can get it back on the chat on the show, and we can actually discuss that, or maybe hell we could do a 101 just debate about that. You know, little small friendly debate. You know, just. I want to know what's his reasons of what third parties need to invest in Nintendo. They did in the past and it backfired, so I just want to know. So yeah, like good podcast, good show. Do it again next week. Hopefully I don't be lazy like I was today. Actually, I wasn't gonna do it to Alex. He didn't remind me on Twitter. I was like, oh shit. So yeah, next week do it again. Hopefully we put some content on the Switch Bros channel. Alex, you lazy man. Put some content on that channel. I ain't doing all the work, man. Shit. Okay.
I'm pretty sure the last video on there is from me, so I don't know what you're talking
about.
No,
I'm not talking about gameplay. Do some videos, get some you know.
Man, that's your job. I do the gameplay.
No, hell that ain't my job. Shit. I don't know what you talking about. All right, like I say, good show. Enjoyed everybody. And anybody else have anything to say before we head up out of here?
Yeah, fuck Xbox.
Not fuck Sega?
Oh, them too.
Okay, I feel better.
That's implied.
No, we're not buying your art.
Yeah, I'm not paying $80 for it.
Yeah, but we're not buying your art, Kapachi.
I mean, I have stuff.
It's too expensive. You always need to stop with your pricing.
I got stuff for $5.
Like what?
What you got for $5?
I could do simple animations for you for $5.
Like what?
It's gotta be simple.
Like
I mean,
we wanted some animation. Like me and Alex, you want us to pay $80 a piece.
Hold on.
$80. Okay, I wanted a back-to-back. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, you wanted way more stuff than what you got right now, and that's why
I just want
what you got now. It would have been real cheap.
A simple back-to-back, me and Alex, you know, on the Switch Bros channel. You're talking about $80 a piece. I ain't gonna spend that. That's crazy.
I ain't say $80.
Crazy, dude.
It's only gonna be one picture. It ain't gonna be $80 for you and Alex. You the only one gonna be doing it.
Even though if you're charging $80 for that picture, that's still a lot. Jesus Christ. Okay, so how much?
I mean, that's the cost of the art.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't paying that shit. I'm gonna get Mr. T to do it for free.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
But I wasn't gonna say that. What I was gonna say is 2 things. One, I am if you guys want to come in, it doesn't matter. It's an open discussion I do on Sundays on my channel. And also for those people that say Crackdown, by the way, it's called the Dubo Nature Podcast. By the way, for those who say that Crackdown 3 looks ugly and it looks like a Xbox 360 game, which is fine if you feel that way. Ys 8 is coming out this year. I will be buying that for my Vita and PS4. That game looks like a PSP game. I have not heard not one Sony person say that game looks old and ugly.
What is Ys 8?
Ys is a RPG series. It's been around for a very long time.
They're not gonna buy that game.
First of all,
They're probably not gonna buy it, but
that's on the Vita though. Nobody
it's on
cares.
the PS4.
who cares about the
Oh,
Vita?
it's on the PS4.
Yeah, and it looks like a PSP game. That's what I'm saying. No one says that looks like.
Who's heard of this
Nah,
game?
no.
Nobody
I've
heard of
never
this game.
heard.
No.
This
You
is not.
no.
This is
You
not
gotta
even.
understand something.
It's not a AAA game. It's not even AAA game. What
No.
is this?
You gotta understand what I'm saying, right? I'm talking about those, like I know people that know about Ys 8, but yet they don't think that looks anything bad. I don't think it looks bad, but they think Crackdown looks bad. It just don't make sense to me.
Well, is this Ys 8 game like a $60 game?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay, then they should be complaining.
It's 60. Well, it's 40 on the Vita because all new games for Vita is 40, but it's 60 on the PS4. It's not a reduced game.
I'm sorry.
No, they should be
that's too
complaining
damn much. Oh, speaking of that, like we didn't talk about Sonic Force, but we can talk about that next time. About the pricing of it. I did not know it's $50. That's pretty good.
What is?
Didn't y'all tell me that they gave us the pricing of Sonic Forces?
Oh yeah. One sec. Let me double check.
If
It went up on a retailer, and it looks like it's not going to be full price.
That's good.
I think that and Sonic Mania is going to be like really good games.
Sonic Mania is going
I
to.
think Sonic Mania is going to be the better game, probably. Apparently, it's not even 50. It's going to be $40.
Really?
For Sonic
Wow.
Forces.
I think
40.
that
Wait a minute, which one of those games was fan made?
The Mania.
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 That's the $20 one. Mania.
If Sonic Force is $40, then I think they're gonna sell really well because I feel that they actually putting their foot into this game.
Yeah, it says here Sonic Mania is $20, but according to several retailers across the globe, Sonic Forces is being listed at $39.99 US. Sega has not confirmed this, so chalk it up as a rumor.
Oh,
Well,
I think
okay. So
Sonic
rumor.
Mania is
Saying
digital
it.
only, so.
Oh, just a rumor.
Huh? But there's also another rumor that like pictures have been popping up about Sonic Forces getting a physical release too.
Really?
I thought Sonic Mania was getting.
I mean Mania.
Huh? That's
Mania so far as I know is only a digital.
I'm really surprised. If this is $40, that's a surprise because this
$40, then that's a good deal.
That's a Sonic games. All Sonic games always full price.
You can't compete with Mario.
Is this a?
I didn't say it could compete with Mario. Shut up.
That's why he has to be half the price.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, anybody else have something to say before we get up out of here?
But I think that's smart. It's like, isn't that game coming out like in fall around Mario anyways?
Something like that. Did they? I don't know if they gave us a release date. Did they? I think it's a November title, and Mario Odyssey comes out October 29th. I think.
Right.
So
That's a late birthday gift for me.
I can't deal with Sonic on the Switch though. It's 30 FPS. That's disgusting. I'll have to get it tomorrow.
Oh, I already got their pre-order on my PS4. That and Mania.
Yeah, I want to get Mania. I think Mania is gonna be really good.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you see that the bonus stage level?
No, I
They put
haven't.
up a video yesterday. It looks really
Yeah, I
good.
saw it.
I think Mania gonna sell really good.
I hope so, man. I really hope so.
No,
It's only
it
$20.
will. It will. Like, just look at how this gaming industry transitioned to retro gaming. Like, the nostalgic, it's back. And we break
And
Sonic.
just think about how many bad Sonic games actually sold well. Like, it would be a shock if this actually, like, good one sells poorly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anybody else has anything?
Did y'all
to say?
see the special stages?
Yeah,
Okay.
They look pretty cool.
it looks pretty good.
All right, I guess it's gonna get up out of here. We kind of overpassed our time. All right, like I said, good show. Be back next week. Appreciate everybody coming to the show. And if you if you watching this later on after this upload, appreciate you coming as well too. And we will see y'all. Oh yeah, let's go and get our outros out of here. Let's start with you, Graham.
Yeah, it's Grimpachi. Thanks for letting me join. Like I said, Do Bro Nation podcast this Sunday. Anybody can come in. If you act weird, you're getting booted. That's pretty much it.
All right. What about you, Alex?
What's up? ActivesiN here. Gonna play some Salmon Run probably after this, maybe in an hour or so. I'm not sure yet, but looking forward to that. Play some Splatfest tomorrow. Mayo Boys Running Wild coming for you catch-up clowns. Other than that, we'll see you later.
All right, Nick.
Bye, fuckers.
Oh god.
Damn.
See, this is why we mess with you. That's why we mess with you. God damn it, Nick. You always want to be an individual, man. God damn it. All right, that's it. That's all you got.
Yeah.
What else do
God.
you want?
Man, you so angry. Angry white man. I thought only black people mad.
Too long.
I
I told you,
thought
I'm the Owen Hart of the group.
Damn. I thought black people was angry. She's so mad. Jesus Christ.
I was like, I'm not a nugget.
All right, let's go with you, Dirty.
Alright, what's up, people? This is Dirty. Want to thank Real Gamer for letting me join the podcast this week. And soon after that, I will be live streaming NBA Playgrounds. Just whoever scores first, so don't miss it.
Oh, nice. All right, last but not least, Sinister.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Sinister Tar Heel here. You know, it's been a great show. Can't wait to do it again next week. So, yeah, let's go roll out.
All
We got
right.
shit to do.
I'm saying. Like I say, man, get the hell out of here. Appreciate y'all for joining, and we'll see y'all guys on the next ride. Peace out.
Sayonara.